Vertical YouTube, live. Facebook, live. Surely none of this will go wrong. Crafty, welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming by. How you doing today? My favorite. I'm so sorry to tell you guys, Thraxamundar, not in this deck. We're doing the Gavin Verhey card that I got, but they don't have it on Scryfall yet, so I can't make it my commander on Moxfield. I'm so sorry to tell you. I'm so sorry to tell you this is a complete lie. Thraxamundar is actually going to be in the deck, but he is not the commander. Thunder Tempest, thank you so much for the 8 months with Prime. Welcome back to the dog home. And Tomu, thank you for the 6 months at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. Army Hitch the 13. I appreciate those Bezos bucks. Okay. Holy balding magic, we're back. We're so back. It's been weeks, you guys. It's been weeks, but we are home. White Bread, thank you for the 25 months with Prime. Welcome back to the dog home. Chesabel, thank you for the 1 year. Happy anniversary. Welcome back to Stream Boss. Was awesome seeing you in Magic. Great to meet you in person. Dino Nuggies deck with assigned cards is my new favorite deck, and I'll be sending it in again after Hobbit buffs come in. The Hobbit buffs are going to hit hard. The Hobbit spoilers look crazy. Joe, probably. Behold a Duck, thank you for the Prime sub for the half a year. Happy half anniversary. Lumberjack Shaggy, thank you for the 9 months at tier 1. And Gilmain, thank you for the 26. Welcome back to the dog home, one and all. So how's the jaw machine been mauled? Will the doctor? It's been not great, but much better than I thought it would be for not having access to acupuncture for multiple weeks. I forgot to do my vocal warm-ups, so now you are going to have to watch those with me. Will Instagram really not let me pop out this live video? I will freak the fuck out. I will. It won't. Hold on. We're going to do some window shrinkage. Say hello, Instagram. How do we. Okay, that'll be fun. I will just continue flashbanging myself. All right, TikTok chat is out. YouTube chat is out. Instagram chat is out. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna need a third monitor, but everything's fine. Shicky LP, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home. I've seen you check out other people's decks before. How do you feel about checking out CEDH decks? So Czar, I'm willing to do it, but with caveats. The two caveats are, it's very difficult to make fun of you personally unless you have made a number of off-meta swaps, right? Because when I'm roasting somebody's deck, I'm trying to figure out what childhood trauma, like TV show crush, unrequited love in high school led you to playing terrible, terrible cards like Harmonize in your adult life. And so if you have a stock, like if you play the ROG list that's on EDH top 16 or something, I can call you a greedy bitch. I can come up with some zingers about being a gambling addict. There's very little specificity I can apply to you, right? Because somebody else made that deck. I understand why you're playing it, but there's very little differentiation. And then the other side of it is if you're sending it in for me to remark upon from a tactical standpoint, I'm just not good enough at CEDH to give you good advice. Like I can take a look at it, and sometimes just having an outside perspective is helpful for deck building. Like I can point out, oh, you have some holes here. We're lagging all over the place. How bad? 1 through 10. 3 frames per second. Okay, hold on. TikTok may have to die. Encoding overloaded. Okay. TikTok, you're dying. Everybody on TikTok, you want to see this stream? Come to Twitch. We need to see. Yeah, TikTok is fine. Unfortunately, you are getting old Yellard because historically, the TikTok streaming service fucks up my other encoders. Okay, so we're gonna close that. And we're going to see how the encoder's doing then. Are we coming back now? 7.5 lag. It's better now. It's better now. I have like 1 frame every 2 it's crackling a bit too. That's made up. TikTok died before Facebook is killing me right now. Well, it's because all the other streams are all through my OBS encoder, and so it's easier to adjust. It's easier to adjust through the OBS encoder. We're still bad. Okay, hold on. Turning down video settings using a faster. Okay. Encoder has been changed. Any improvements? Better, better, not better, for the greater good, which is not relevant to what we're talking about. Alec, man, I definitely did not see your sub message. I'll go back for all those in a few minutes. I just want to make sure we can all see and hear what's going to be going on. I can hear you, but video's bad. Still 3 frames per second for me. Crackling stopped when you killed TikTok. Okay, chat, yeah, everybody try refreshing. Rude, I just joined the stream on TikTok and you hang up on me. I'm so sorry. I really do not want to and don't think I have the money to buy a new computer right now, so it does mean I have to do something creative about how to stream to all these platforms. Becknig, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the Doghouse. Aegis, thank you for the 200-bit cheer. Inshallah, there will be another subathon. So that's one of the many things we can talk about. Insta doing just fine. Thank you, Ezekiel. Cobalt, thank you for the 75 streams in a row. Welcome back to the dog park. Alec, man, have you tried refreshing yet? Because everybody else is now saying the video's good. Hey, it works now on YouTube. Great, thank you, Sigma. Dirty Dan, thank you for the Prime sub for the 16th month in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. I appreciate those Bezos bucks. We got a hype train going. Thank you all very much. It has been so long. Anybody, if you have those free Bezos dollars, consider handing them to me or hand them to somebody else. Kiki Jiki is absolutely broken. Yes, it is. Water is wet. Trump is evil. Mitch McConnell's brain dead. These are all things we know to be true. Our commission's going up today. Yes, they're going up in a few minutes. I was trying to get everything live. You could use Restream. I did for a bit. I mean, right now I just have Tristram. It really seems like the problem is not streaming to multiple places. The problem is streaming to TikTok, because TikTok used to give out their own stream keys that you could use on OBS, use on Restreams, and then they were like, actually, fuck you guys, and they made their own streaming platform, and you can only stream to TikTok with their own streaming platform. And every time we stream there, it like pushes my computer to the absolute limit. All right, let me go back and get all these missed sub messages. Thank you guys so much. Alec, man, thank you for the Prime sub with the 17th month. It's good to have you back, boss man. Thank you. I'm glad to be back. Fresh Flex, I'm doing good. How you doing? Joe, I'm so happy to hear that. Which commanders got you? Oh, Garden, thank you for the 11 months with Prime. Yeah, 360, thank you for the 10 months with Prime. Boss, I'm sorry you had airline troubles, and I hope they gave you the fattest airline credit possible. Decked Out is running that down right now. Neffert, thank you for the 4 months at Tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. Hi, how did things go for you? Also, TY for the review on the Dina deck once more. Thank you so much for sending it in. This trip was amazing. We have so much to talk about. Thunder Tempest, custom cards. You know what? I'm just going to lock it in blatantly this Thursday. I'll see you there. Aegis Athene, thank you for the 13 months at Tier 1. Hi, boss. I keep hearing that you had hairline problems. I thought we all already knew that. But since it's another month of being subbed and my last day being 27, my offer. 1 week sans ball jokes, or 1 week where I don't play green at the table. I will fall on my sword for your commander pod. 1 week, no green. Happy early birthday. Arta Bitis, thank you for the follow and gifting a Tier 1 sub. Welcome to Dog Heaven, my friend. In that case, use a capture card with a cheap laptop to dual stream it that way. I will figure that out, Tristram. Thank you. I'm going to write that down, because otherwise I will forget. Let me get a Sharpie. Here's some random paper. You said capture card, cheap laptop. So it's like we use the cheap laptop's entire RAM to hold the TikTok stream together. Cool. Radar, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the doghouse. And then Tario, thank you for the 22 months at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home, my friend. Just wondering if you're still doing deck building challenges. We're going to be coming back to them. I stopped doing them because the jaw machine broke and I could not stream for long enough to get through a competition. But I am going to say that is probably going to be like priority numero uno going forward. I think the deck building competitions are my best available path towards growth and spectacle and money. And so I think as soon as we can do them again, we're going to start doing them again. Have we done the manual ad break? I don't think we have. I need to do, bro, they turned off me streaming. Okay, whatever. We're going to have to set up 2K streaming next time. All right, manual ad break. Gonna make sure everything else is good. Then we're gonna start talking about all the stuff we gotta update. Art of Bitis, you will definitely see one on Hirobi. The only thing I cannot promise is when exactly you will see it, but it will happen. Hello, Sharifa, how you doing? How irresponsible is 28 lands in a storm list? Ezekiel, it depends. I wish it was totally irresponsible. It's not. It depends on how many mana sources you have and how much money you need to make for your storm list. But like you can get away with 28 for sure. I've seen like if your storm deck is just a bunch of 1 mana storm spells, it's not that bad. If you have a lot of rituals, if you have a lot of like fast mana rocks like Moxen and stuff, not that bad. I wish it was bad. Malik Alnihari, thank you for the 12 months at tier 1. Happy subiversary, my friend. Hi, Maul Dark here. I'm sick as fuck. What are we doing today? I'm also sick as fuck. We are going to be working on a deck for my custom card that Gavin Verhey made of me, which is, I'm so happy about it. I love the card. It's not on Scryfall yet, so Thraxamundar is our stand-in commander because it is a 6-mana Grixis commander. We're going to talk about what it does. We're going to talk about the problems I ran into with this first draft of the deck, and then we're going to soup it right the fuck up. Okay, Doodles, thank you for the 3 streams in a row. Welcome back to the dog park. I need Gecko Gamer, thank you for the 14 months at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. Hi, Maul. It was fun meeting you in Amsterdam, and thank you for signing the Sphinx. Thank you for presenting me one to sign. It's very ironic that my favorite streamer's playtest card is also my favorite playtest commander so far. My playtest card fucking rocks. I'm no conceit. That's no ego. That's an accurate assessment of my playtest card. I'm gonna fucking type it into a Google Doc so that I can show you guys the text box. Big enough? This is not big enough. 48. All right, so my playtest card is 3 mana, black mana, red mana, blue mana. Commissions are gonna go live in like 10 minutes. Yeah, don't start washing dishes. I'm gonna write this, and then I'm gonna go into the other window and set the commissions live. It's 3 brew, and then windcast creature, exile from top until next creature, meld the cards. That's all it does, and it is the most fun I have ever had playing Commander. It's so awesome because you get to gamble really, really hard. If I wanted to make it a combo deck, it would be really easy to make it a combo deck because I could have a very small number of creatures and guarantee that I hit the thing I wanted to. I just don't want to do that. Mauled, I always have trouble actually picking what deck or commander to build with. I can never make a decision. How do you narrow down what to actually buy? Mainly I just accept it's going to be a really long time before a commander deck really catches my fancy. Like, I talk about commander, I help build decks over and over and over and over. I've made like 2 decks in the last year. That's it. Because only two things really caught my fancy. This is going to be my third. I think like it's a standard. It's like a meme that you like. Oh, I'm building commander decks nonstop. I'm Pepe Silvaing every fucking commander ever made, and it's like most of the things in the game just aren't that interesting to me. That doesn't mean they're not interesting to anybody, but I look at them and they spark no joy. And so be be willing to not build one. Be willing to go a long time before picking a new one. Because anytime I do actually commit to building a full commander deck, it means that I am going to enjoy playing that commander deck for months and years. Like I will spam 15 games of that deck in a weekend and love every game, etc., etc. On cooldown, thank you for the tier 1 Twitch sub. Welcome back to the dog home. Uh, did we ever figure out if the Meldhound could get it? So I want you to understand the question you're asking is, do you think I've masturbated at any point in my life? That's what you want me to answer live on the internet. Can you? I have a counter spell in this hand of cards I picked up right here. I'm going to use it now and ask you to pay the 4 if you want me to. Yeah, and you got to stop. You got to stop the nonsense. Sammy the Not Boy, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Okay. Let's set the commissions live. So I'm going to go to Ko-Fi. So anybody, if you want to buy a Commander Deck review or Commander Deck roast, I'm about to set those live for this week. I think this week we're going to do two roast streams, and we're going to do maybe 5 deck reviews because I still have like 2 in the queue I need to catch up on. We're going to copy Wednesday Commander roast. We're going to sell 4. Everyone can purchase them. Great. Then we're going to go back. We're going to set Sundays live. So Wednesdays are live. We're going to go set Sundays live. For everyone, 75. Great. Bam, bam, bam. We're going to go set reviews live now. If they don't appear on your Ko-Fi immediately, that is a limitation of the platform. Just keep refreshing. May the odds be ever in your favor. Commander Deck review not streamed. 15, 5. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, those are all live. The art for Meldhound needs to be the legendary hole ring pose. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I fell in love with Riftbound, but I'm in a small town, so practically no one's heard of anything other than Pokemon or Magic. Yeah, I cannot wait for League to figure out their like official online Riftbound client. That's the big holdup right now, because the game fucking rocks. I'm extremely excited for Noctis Sunken Realm because my hyper special interest is the ocean, and I get to enjoy that through a second special interest, aka Magic. I'm guaranteed to buy all the precons and do multiple entries into pre-release. I fucking love fish! Fucking love fish, dude. Holy shit, I love fish. What are your thoughts on Voltron decks? I don't see a lot of reviews from that archetype. We've done a number of reviews for Voltron decks. I never build them myself because they're very top heavy. The best thing a Voltron deck can do in Commander is like kill somebody and then get immediately removed. And I don't really like that play pattern. I like to be the most persistent, most annoying person at the table. It's why I love the blue deck. Whereas the Voltron deck is like, I am here for a good time, not a long time. I'm going to have one big, beautiful turn, and then I'm going to shit myself. Will the Doctor, thank you for the 15 streams in a row. Welcome back to the dog park. I think we can. We're so close to being able to actually doing this deck build. Hello, Osik. Welcome to the stream. Hey, get that Shao Tucker art out of here, King Cow. All right. Walker Tex Ranger, thank you for the Prime sub for the 3rd month in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. Okay, I think we're all good now. I think we've finally done it. The Twitch stream is stable. The YouTube stream is stable. I can read Instagram chat. Um, Helios, thank you for the random smasher pass. Let's see what we get. Smash. Smash. Peach T Dragon, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome back to the dog home for the 17th month in a row. Good to see you. Good to see you're alive. I'd hate to be throwing my money into the pocket of a dead man. I will never die. I may pass away, right? But you, the people I've spoken to, made content for, you'll still hear my jokes, my terrible, terrible witticisms, and most importantly, you will hear the background music of this stream for decades after I am gone. Let's have a moment of silence to really bake that into your domes. I want you to hear it when you sleep, motherfuckers. Recommendations for cardio when the wildfire smoke makes breathing feel like dying. I'd been running regularly for 8 weeks, then had to take a week off, and it left me feeling awful. I mean, number one, don't run and smoke. You know what? That's almost medical advice. Not quite. Closest thing to medical advice I can get. Don't run and smoke. Um, if you're talking about like you took a break from running because of the smoke and now you're coming back to it because the smoke has cleared, I think the first thing I would do, like the first day or two you come back, I would be doing intervals. I would not be trying to get like straight back into the swing of things. I would be doing like 30 seconds walking, 30 seconds at my prior pace, 30 seconds walking, 30 seconds at my prior pace. And then you can like build up how long you're going. But I think you need to re-expose your body to the intensity. But if you just try to walk straight back into it, it's probably going to be too much. And so doing a day or two of building up those moderate intervals. I know you're not a big fan of planeswalkers, but if I want to build a Super Friends deck around, how many planeswalkers should I realistically be running? 0. How many should I be running if they're not the top 10 best planeswalkers in my colors? 0. Like, the thing about Super Friends decks is you have to balance the number of planeswalkers who are actually going to make the game better, and that number 0, with the number of support pieces that are going to make your planeswalkers easier to protect and more impactful. Now, that number is also 0, which thankfully leaves you with a lot of cards to, put card draw in, play removal, pick a better fucking theme entirely, whatever you want. We'll see who's laughing when I unveil Oops All Lilianas. It will be me because I've played against that deck and it's very weak. Real talk, I would say maybe 15 to 25. 15 is like the absolute lowest I think you could get away with. And then if you do more than 25, you're probably not going to have enough support. You're probably just going to have like Planeswalker, Planeswalker, Planeswalker. Oh my god, I can't protect them. Oh my god, I can't proliferate them. Real Cloud Man, you're interested in Magic but don't know where to start? Buy a precon. 100%. Buy a precon. Play with the precon a little bit. Buy whoever you think looks cool. Like, some people have really strong opinions about like, oh, you got to start with this precon. You shouldn't start with this precon. It's really not that deep. Pick somebody that looks cool. Take it slow. When you want to build your own deck, don't upgrade your precon. Have you or have you not seen New Crazy Jason? Am I overreacting? I have not. Piro, thank you for the Twitch follow. Blocky, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the dog home, my new friends. Ronan, thank you for the 18 months with Prime. Welcome back to the dog home. And Agumon, how jawed hound. So the jaw still hurts. The jaw's doing pretty good for being overseas and not getting acupuncture done. For those of you unaware, I've had cripplingly bad jaw pain that has prevented me from speaking for prolonged periods of time. And the only thing that's been helping is getting regular acupuncture done. I was traveling for MagicCon Amsterdam. Um, So we're doing okay. I'm gonna go back to acupuncture tomorrow. We also have to after this next question from Alec Man, you guys are gonna watch me do vocal warm-ups because otherwise my jaw will break before the end of the stream and we have a ton to talk about. I came to ask, since I'm deck building, why is red plus white usually very aggressive? So Blocky, two reasons. Number one, red is bad. And if you're bad, what do? You sucker punch people. Watch, how's that one? The guy who beat Ben Askren. Jorge Masvidal. Watch how Jorge Masvidal fights. That's a very mono red way to fight. White is also, white's better. White's much better, but the intersection of white and red is I'm bad, and now I have +1/+1 counters on me. So imagine Jorge Masvidal taking steroids to fight in the UFC. That's red and white in Commander. I've purchased a roast. May God have mercy on our souls. Tremendous, Tomu. Thank you so much. I'm glad you still have your Saiyan pride, Vegeta. I am. My partner is Goth Bulma. So yeah, I do have some Saiyan pride. Mauld, I saw you talking on the podcast about 135 Babytron. What are some neat or interesting commanders you'd suggest for the archetype? So the thing about the Babytron archetype that I guess I'm now pretending is an archetype that I've coined is it's everything but the commander. And when I say Babytron, what I'm talking about for Babytron, you guys, is playing 1 mana ramp on turn 1 and then playing 3 mana ramp on turn 2. So that you can untap on turn 3 with a guaranteed 5 mana. Maybe you get 6 mana if you've hit your 3rd land drop. And what makes that archetype really fun is your deck can just be a ton of like wildly irresponsible cards. So I don't even think there's one specific commander that makes it interesting. What makes it interesting is in any commander deck, you can just like slam haymakers from turn 3 onward. Like the commander is not the interesting part of Babytron. The interesting part of Babytron is you get to play Elder Gargaroth early enough that it matters. That's so cool. This is such a fucking like 1v1 draft blowout card. But if you play it on turn 3 in Commander and you get to and you get to do this over and over and over again, it's actually quite a good card. So what I would recommend is just looking at like any spells at 5 CMC or above, and you can still sort by EDH rec, but like don't pick the best ones, right? Find the ones that are like the G League players of 5 CMC and above, and then you get to play them on turn 3, and they get to like, they may not win you the game, but they get to actually do something, which is fucking so. It's why I hate green. It's why I hate green, because they have it too easy. Nerdy, thank you for the Twitch follow. Good to see you, my friend. How you doing? I played this shit in Brawl on Arena. Like, yeah, it's great in Brawl. This is a very good card in 1v1. Horrific dog shit everywhere else. But like, those are the types of decks. The Babytron decks are what I love Sphinx Ambassador for. Because you know what you can't do? You can't land drop into Sphinx Ambassador. If you play land for turn into trying to play a flying 5/5 who plays a mini game, you are losing that game of Commander every fucking time. But if you play it on like turn 4 because you're Simic Babytron, now it's like almost a good card. Trying to find sleep between MagicCon and Gen Con. Yeah, I wish we were going. I do not envy how fucking bad your schedule must be right now. We have been like, we actually we managed to stay up late enough to like get ourselves back on the circadian rhythm that we of the US when we got home, or the West Coast. But it's been tough. Gecko Gamer, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Incredibly generous of you. Welcome back to Dog Heaven. I appreciate that generosity very much. What if I try and drop into Shadow of the Second Sun on turn 4? So Tomu, you're going to be banned. I appreciate you being here, but like, you got to get the fuck out forever. I got to turn the Vine Boom back on. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Tomu. Every fucking time with this guy. Hive Wing, thank you for the Prime sub for the second month in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. Alec Man, not a worry at all. Right, eliminate choice paralysis. Big mana, big power, the train wreck, or the mystery box. Give me big power and the train wreck. I would love to hear about those two decks. Hey Maul, I've been trying to build Jin Sakai since I've seen you're short on him. Any advice? My advice about Jin Sakai is that he is a massive fucking letdown. Jin Sakai is like the first round draft pick who never amounts to anything. I've built 3 different decks for him that did not come together how I wanted them to. I have seen other people build decks for him that have devolved into like Voltron plus Esper good stuff. He is like, his curve is just a little bit too awkward to be able to do anything interesting. Because the interesting things I would want to do with him is play guys that had really cool combat damage triggers, and I made a deck like that, and it's almost so cool. You are fucking like, you are 1 turn behind everything important happening at the table unless you play like the most evil shit ever and you just force everybody to discard, or you play Esper Control. So I think the only thing you can do with him is play Esper Control, which fucking sucks. I want to be I want to play Cool Guy Samurai deck, and guess what? You're a stealth archer. It's Skyrim all over again. You're just creeping up on people and stabbing them in the asshole. Apparently I gave Glub Shido a sub, and Glub Shido appreciates it, Gecko. Any advice on how to play Nekisar without immediately getting nuked off the face of the planet? Genuinely, just okay, here's how you do it. Play it without fast mana, because what will happen when you sit down at the table with Nekisar is everybody will shit their pants and go like, oh my god, the Nekisar player, oh my god, no, he's gonna have an infect, he's gonna wheel us. And if you do like Dark Ritual, Mana Vault, like Nekisar turn 2, turn 3, yeah, you are going to be the villain. They are going to get you. But people in Commander are fucking goldfish. They have a 3-second attention span. They do not have object permanence. If you have a 5-mana Commander and you're not turbo ramping to him, the moment somebody else plays one problematic card, they are going to forget about you. So that's what I would do, is slow play Nekisar and people will forget about you, and then you can get them. Vasily, congratulations on hitting 1,000 views on one of your YouTube shorts. I love milestones like that. I'm so glad to hear that you are dipping your toes into making videos and that it is going well for you. Hello, Reactive. How you doing, sir? In your opinion, are there fun or interesting ways to play the Eldrazi big guys? There are very, very few interesting ways. The only way I can think of that would approach interesting is I play this Eldrazi face down in attack position. That's it. We saw one of these decks for a roast once, and I was very enamored with it. It is also, I think, the only interesting way to play landfall. But that's all you get. And it kind of fucks you because a lot of Eldrazi have cast triggers, which you do not get with Zimone, but the face down and attack position bit is so funny. Blanabs, I will not be at Gen Con. I was not able to secure any paid opportunities for that, and we did like family vacation in MagicCon Amsterdam. So your boy, I gotta work. I gotta work. I gotta make some money. How was Mystery Booster Commander? We did not do there was like Chaos Commander sealed event. We didn't do that one. We did Two-Headed Giant Commander for the Unknown event. And that was evil. I'm gonna be so real. I love the event. Gavin's a great guy. Two-Headed Giant sealed is fucked up because what Z and I did was we gave Z all of the ramp and all of the big bomb creatures, and we gave me every removal spell in the pool. It was a complete fucking blowout, and I felt a little bit bad. I think mystery booster packs were in the pool. I Wing It was dope as fuck. Oh, okay. I have to stop answering questions. Liquor Store Dinosaur, thank you so much. I have to stop answering questions for a moment, because I need to do my vocal warm ups because I haven't done them and I can feel my neck getting stressed out. So if there's anybody who has jaw pain or wants to be able to talk better, take notes right now. Give me why is it sticky on cooldown? Blenabs, thank you for the Twitch follow. Okay, that's a little bit better. Somebody on Instagram said, "Why feel bad at winning a game of Magic against people who engage with Magic 9 hours a day?" LOL. Because it was the inverse. It was me. It was me, Jonathan Magic, beating the snot out of people who came there for a fun weekend to get away from their day jobs. Like, because the sealed pool, like everybody else was, oh, I'm gonna run as many of these freaky cards I've never seen before as possible. And for me, it was like, oh, I've seen like every Magic card that's in this pool. I'm gonna do something to help my girlfriend pop off so they can have a fun time. And other people like didn't take removal because they were taking cute draft synergies, and I was taking like we had a game where every turn I played some type of interaction, and then after I had played enough interaction, I played Hogak. These people were not happy. these these people these people were in they were in a fucking situation room. Mace Wit, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home. I appreciate that generosity. And I was looking at what they were doing, and they were like, oh yeah, I cast a spell with 5 CMC, so I get to draw a card, and I make a food token. Oh my god, this is so cute. What do you mean they're dead? What do you mean they're all dead? That's what I was doing to people. Typical blue player? Yes, indeed. I was on 4 color control. I was on a 4 color removal pile, and my girlfriend was playing dragons. All right, Terrence 93. Thank you for the 18 months at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. Okay. What color didn't you have? Green. I didn't have green because he had all the green because they had a dragon. They were doing like Naya dragons, and so we gave them all the ramp and all the big shit, and then well, I took Hogak. I think I took Hogak and I took like one other big card, and then the rest of my deck was every removal spell in our colors. Actual standard moment. um, Ico, they did put me on a magic card, so let's get into the. We're gonna build a deck. We're gonna work on the deck. I got to play this deck twice over this past weekend with friends, and it sucked. I hate budget so much. So the only gimmick of my commander card is it's Grixis mana, and when you cast a creature spell, you exile cards from the top until you hit your next creature spell, and then you fuse those creature spells. It does not work totally in the rules of Magic. That's why it's a playtest card, but it works how you think. You put the power toughness together, you put the creature types together, you put the abilities together. Um, so this version of the deck that is in front of us is every card. Every card in the deck is under $1. I was playing with somebody. I was playing with a new player I had never played with before, and so I didn't want to go like, ha ha ha, check out my own personal custom card that does broken shit, and then also I'm gonna windmill slam a bunch of like I'm gonna windmill slam $4,000 in printer paper proxies. So I did the budget limitation, which was a mistake. Doing this deck doing this deck budget made me hate budget even more because it did not introduce any interesting play patterns into the deck. It just made the deck do what I wanted it to do. Worse, it just made me do what I wanted the deck to do, like 2 turns slower than it otherwise would have, and got me fucking wrecked most of the time. So that said, the current thesis behind the deck is I'm gonna play a bunch of ramp. This edit doesn't even have enough ramp. Um, and then it was just, hey, what are creatures that look cute and also look cheap? Many of these were just not good enough. Like the main thing that's going to get upgraded when I no longer restrict myself to a budget build is I think like the deck has to ramp very early, and then everything I play after that has to be like a 4 mana or above 1 for 1. So cards that were really good, which was my favorite thing to do ever, is interaction with flash on it. Holy shit, melding Urtai Resurrected onto anything else in the game and playing it on someone else's turn, pure fucking cocaine. Pure ecstasy. It, ugh. So everything with flash is staying in. What happens if you meld summon Primal Odin? I did that, and you just get a bigger Primal Odin with more abilities. Can you flicker the fused? So if you put a melded card into any other zone, it splits apart. You could, but it would come back as 2 different creatures. It would not come back on the meld. So we're on Venser 2, right? You goddamn know it. You goddamn know we're on Venser. Blenabs, I would love to sign your Henzi card. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So basically, mutate rules. It's mutate, but the power and toughness is additive instead of overriding it. How much did you have to learn about Mel to start playing your card effectively? 0. 0. You just put the cards together. Like it's as simple as it sounds. Would clones break this? So we have to check because this actually came up because one of my friends was playing a like clone theft deck, and I think what fucks it is because on the clone thing, so like Phyrexian Metamorph, because these have, you may enter as, hold on. Why is my rum gone? Thank you for the 16 months with Prime. Welcome back to the dog home. Because these are going to be, the difference between meld and mutate for this card is that mutate is you are putting something from the stack onto an existing card, and for meld, both of these are coming together on the stack. And so if they're together on the stack, it has like, let's say ability 1 and then the clone ability. And if we choose to, if we take the May of the clone ability, it will overwrite ability 1. And so I don't think we get to, yeah, you would get the clone ETB. Yeah, there is because there are clones that talk about like becomes a copy of something else, except it has its other abilities, and those are the only clones we could use. And so if you do clones with how it's written, you get like, okay, I could come in as this thing or as a clone, but it cannot come in as it is a clone and the other thing I melted on top of it. Does this get cast triggers? You don't get the cast trigger of the thing you flip into. What if you meld 2 similar creatures? I mean, that'll work how you want, right? That's just 2 replacement effects on 1 creature. Mutate doesn't add power toughness? No. Mutate, you pick which like power toughness box you want on top, and that's the power toughness you have. Devoid Memer, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. So, um, so stuff like Like I thought Aether Channeler was in the deck, number one, because it's cheap as fuck. And number two, because I was like, oh, this is an okay ETB. It would be fine to hit this. These are actually the types of creatures that I think we have to get rid of entirely. Because the deck doesn't have very much synergy. The deck just has a bunch of like, I get 2 creatures per creature. And so each creature has to be nasty. And so like Aether Channeler, Cloud of Fairies, Baleful Strix. I thought these were gonna feel really good, and they felt really bad. Really, but isn't a melded creature on the stack and therefore being cast? So it's on the stack, but things can things be on the stack without being cast? This is why it's a playtest card. I don't think it does. Yes, then yeah. Okay, they're on the stack, but they're not cast. Inkable Chernabog, thank you for the 16 months at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. And Death, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate those Bezos bucks. So stuff that has to go out is like Aether Channeler has to go to sideboard. Baleful Strix has to go to sideboard. Cloud of Fairies is out of here. I'm also so sad. There's a version of the deck where these cards are great. I want to be so clear. Fleeting Effigy and Glitterfang, these haste enablers that are 1 mana, worst fucking cards in the game. I was about to chew through the desk we were playing on, because what happened was every time I played them, I flipped into something without an ETB, or I flipped into something that was like a flash creature that I did not want to play on my turn, or I flipped into something that had a static effect that I really, really wanted to keep on the field. I could have won the game at one point, and I lost the game because I cast this thing, this big unblockable shithead, which was gonna get me lethal on a player, and it melded into a thing that bounced back to hand. It melded into Glitterfang, and I got shit on. So these are all getting cut. Now there is a version of the deck. I think there's a version of the deck that is like, oops, all saboteurs, where I do run these, but then it has to be like everything in the deck needs a combat damage trigger. I think at one point I cast Fleeting Effigy, it melded onto Loyal Drake, and it was like, no, it wasn't main phase 2. It melded into Loyal Drake, and then I got fucking taken back to hand. So there's a version of the deck that is like, oops, all damage triggers, where I'm running these guys again. But for now, holy shit, are they cut? Holy shit. King Cow, thank you for gifting a sub. Welcome back to the dog home. I think Solemn can probably go. No, I really want a positive part of this deck to be that I get to play Solemn Simulacrum. Dragoon, thank you for the tier 1 sub for the 10th month in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. I don't want to do Unstoppable Slasher. Hagra Mauling is fucking bad. I really like Waterlogged Teachings. I like these. Run 38 lands. I think these are all extremely fine. And then I think Vestige goes. Vestige was not as good as I wanted them to be. Since it lets you rename the creature, have you considered using stuff like Mishra, Artificer Prodigy, Echoing Truth, Mask of the Mimic, since they care about specific names? I didn't. That's really clever. I don't think this is... I mean, this is just token hate, right? Like, this doesn't do anything cool because of what my commander is doing. Oh, that's really funny. Oh, people would be so mad. So I name something. I play a mana dork. I name it Infamous Cruel Claw, and then I sacrifice it to go find Infamous Cruel Claw, or like to go find Emrakul. Ooh, yeah, that's going in the deck. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're doing that. We're doing that right now. Oh man. That's really dumb. That's really fucking dumb. Yeah, this is Jin Gataxis. What about it? The Deku Real, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the Doghouse. All right, we're going. Okay, we're going. First, we're going to look at useless in singleton formats. Okay, this is from Graveyard. Wrong colors. This is discarding. Guys, twinning glass. Guys. Guys. Oh, Z's gonna be so mad. Z's gonna be so angry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Twinning glass is diabolical. Twinning glass, fuck yeah. Okay, okay, okay. And you said pattern matcher as well? Oh my god, yeah. Plebeian Noob, the commander is my Gavin Verhey unknown card, which melds creature spells. But you get to give them a new name. And so the cookery we are trying to commit is doing things that care about things with the same name. Because I can just name them other creatures in my deck. And then be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get my other creature named this. I'm gonna go. Oh, it's any card. I'm gonna name a creature Sublime Epiphany. This is I'm gonna play a Mana Dork and be like, "Hey, this is my Mana Dork Cyclonic Rift. If you could just give me 2 seconds, if you could just give me 2 seconds to go find my other." Oh, nobody's gonna let me play this with them. That's so fucking funny. That's so funny. Wow. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. All right, let's go. Let's go to name matters. Way too much hype for a 2 mana tutor IMO. It is exactly the right amount of hype. It is exactly the right amount of hype to gate the guard the key. You need to be much more excited about these things. You must. I demand that you feel whimsy. So this mana dork is named Ulamog the Defiler. Yeah. Because what you need to understand, like the the hype part is not getting Ulamog, right? The hype part is not getting Ulamog for 4 mana. The hype part is that when I do this, like being able to hit somebody with something they've never seen before in Commander is so rare. There's so many videos about Commander. There are so many guides, so many deck builds. Like every corner of the earth has been turned over. And I'm gonna get to play Ornithopter of Paradise and go, oh yeah, I get to pick a new name. I'll pick Ulamog the Defiler. And they're gonna be like, fucking why? And then I'm gonna play this card. And that beautiful moment of realization of what's gonna happen, that's what makes it worth it. Elk Man custom commissions will go live on Wednesday, and then Elk will probably be the guest. Oh yeah, retraced image for sure. That's so gas. Okay. So we now have name fuckery. We have name fuckery going on. So what we have to do, we have to take out the other cards. I wasn't here at the start of the deck building process. What's allowing you to name them whatever? My custom commander card, I got an unknown event card from Gavin Verhey, and my card's effect is you meld creature spells and you get to give them a new name. Top deck, I don't MLP. I don't think we have room for top deck manipulation when we have to ramp so aggressively. Ico, they don't have it. Hold on. We can fix this. We're gonna react to one of my own videos. There we go. This is the card. So I can give the combined spell a new name. Saw in half could get wild, yeah. Okay, so we have to find we have to pick out all the other like really bad hits in this deck. So I'm gonna get rid of Blood Gift Demon. This was like, oh, it's cute, it's card draw, it's less than $1. He was super not worth it. Arcanus is not really worth it because I don't want to be tapping the ensuing creature. I think this guy's still good. Low key, I think Combustion Man's crazy. Tomu, we are putting Lelia in. There's going to be a few synergy pieces we put in. Lelia is one of those because we will put a million counters on her. Crafty Cut Purse, I spent the whole weekend fishing for an opportunity for this to be really good, and it was never good. So they're getting cut as well. I want Bolus to be good here. If Bolus, I think it could be good. It was bad in this version of the deck. Yeah, the other creature can't be recast. The zone stuff is going to be rough for us. I'm keeping a tally. I low key believe in Dracuseth. I really, really do. I do not believe in Gix for the non-Saboteur version of the deck. Hostage Taker is going to be crazy though. I think. Oh wow, Armagon wasn't. Is Armagon more than $1? Why did he not make it into this deck? That's weird. I looked. Oh, you know what? I think I was worried about it being me. Boss, do you have good enough recursion? We have like no recursion. We have like no recursion in the deck right now. Oh man, this was another card that was a complete letdown. I was like, it has flash, it's so cheap, they're never gonna have seen it before, it's gonna be really, really funny. And every time it was like, it's not, it's just not doing the thing. Can you throw up Meldhound again? Yeah. No, addicted. We're getting rid of the budget. I did budget because I was we were going up to visit a friend and I had to build the deck on really short notice, and so I was like, I'm gonna have to proxy it, and because I never played with this person, I don't want them to be like, oh my god, this dickhead showed up with a like $5,000 proxy deck of a bullshit custom card and just pub stomped us. So I went budget for that, and now we're not doing budget anymore. Please look at Tyrant of Discord. Yeah, custom card with his face on it. Pub stomped me, left. Oh, that's fucking evil. I love that. No, I really, really like that. Question: thoughts on Gamba Meldhound, where it's a lot of cheap, small flashing or plus zero cards to pull the lever to try to hit a big card to cheat out. That's kind of what we're doing here anyway. I think the problem is like because we're gonna have no synergies, the gambling's not good enough, and we already have to ramp so much. I would rather have like I would rather the gambling be how good is the creature we're putting together, but the creatures all have to individually have some heat. Because every time I tried going like, oh, I'm gonna play a cheap yet useful card, to gamble into what I hit. It even if I hit an expensive thing, it was like brutally bad. It was just not good enough. Grozoth is pretty funny. Grozoth is pretty goddamn funny. Straw Hats, I'm 50-50 on mana dorks because I think really good mana dorks like Palladium Mirror, Apprentice Wizard, and even Ornithopter of Paradise are okay. We don't want too many. So I think Loyal Drake goes. Lamentation's okay. They're not great. I think Chupacabra is the version of this that gets taken out. Uh, these are all good. We have 9 cards right now. We do need a little bit more ramp, and Coveted Jewel is definitely leaving. I put Coveted Jewel in here because I was like, oh, that'll be cute. They'll have a lot of fun. And it was not good enough. So we're going to put Talisman of Creativity in. We have the 3 signets. We have Arcane Signet, Mindstone, Felwar Stone. Oh, I do think we want Ashling rekindled and Rhymebound. I think we want Lorien revealed. Gidwick, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Oh, so Relic of Sauron was in the deck, and then I cut it for budget reasons. Alec, man, we got 1 out. I think we're gonna make another long form tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream, we're gonna have Comedian back on, and we're gonna be doing a tier list or a ranking of how good anime protagonists would be at CEDH and what deck they would play. And that is going to be, I think, the next long form. You go for Firelord Azula here since you already want Flash. I'm considering it. Tomu, the stream is tomorrow. What protagonist? We're probably gonna do the big classics. Like we're gonna do, I would say, Yu-Gi-Oh protagonist. We'll do Code Geass. We'll do Death Note. Um, we'll probably grab like 1 or 2 Dragon Ball characters as well, just to have like heal characters. Akagi would be appropriate, but I doubt your knowledge. Then we're doing Akagi to rage bait you. Oh yeah, the blue spirit's decent. But the thing is, we don't need. I saw Helm of the Host. I don't think Helm of the Host is like particularly like it's good. Um, before we do the extra stuff, we need to get the baseline higher. Like the base of the deck is just not good enough right now, so we need to get the base better. We have Palladium Mirror. Gwyn, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. So I'm gonna slam in Lord of Change. I think Shoreline Looter goes away. Is Eldrazi off the table? Definitely not. I mean, this is no, that's bad. That's bad. Well, as soon as this as soon as this untaps, right? Like, we don't want this. What we want is there's another one that does this the way we want it to. Number of creatures. Okay, I thought Beguiler of Wills was power. Amber, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for the 8th month in a row. We're doing a bit better. I like Sepulchral Primordial. Agent of Treachery is quite good here. Can you use those cards to take opponent's creatures for a turn, meld them, then they're different creatures? No, because I can only meld on cast. Right? So if your thing just goes on my battlefield, that doesn't do what I need it to do. Gwyn, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the Elden Ring videos. I do want to get back to that content. But as always, it's right on the other side of making a little bit more money to have financial stability. Oh yeah, okay. I like Enigma Thief because that hits everybody. Then do OTAG Burst Draw Type Creature Commander Grixis. I am neither, nor am I a believer in Sinister Gnarlbark. It was in here because if you will look closely, little known line of text on Sinister Gnarlbark, it is 30 cents. I do think we put in Kefka. How does the effect work with cards with multiple sides? If you flip it over, we will lose the original text box. Oh, Trumpeting Carnosaur for sure. Trumpeting Carnosaur is actually like the perfect example here. What about Gonti so you can steal their dog and rename it? I like this for one reason specifically. It is specifically so that I can exile your thing, take it, and then say, like, let's say I stole your Llanowar Elves. I'm going to name it Llanowar Elves, but cooler. And that's the gimmick. Anything I take from my opponents, I just name card name, but cooler. We have 2 more we can do. Oh no, we're getting rid of Gnarlbark. I like Meringue River Regent because it hits 2 things. We don't really need graveyard play. The Myojins I don't think are great because they're not being cast from my hand. And they care about, yeah. They're not being cast from my hand. Blankets, we have a lot of flash creatures, yeah. It technically is no since it melded. I think you can make the argument, but like if okay. Yeah, we'll try it. We'll see how mad people get. We'll see how mad people get. And then we can later we can copy the next melded spell 3 times. Okay, so let's talk about Infamous Cruel Claw for a second. My worry with Infamous Cruel Claw is we may deck ourselves too quickly. Because both Cruel Claw and my commander, you don't put the stuff that you exile on the bottom after. It just goes into exile for the rest of the game. And so if I'm like double stacking exile cards off the top, we could just straight run out of shit. Maybe not with 37 creatures, but like Old Drifter is only good when you hit it from the deck, right? That's the plan. Uh no, I think flying draw 2 is fine. Like I think if we cast this from hand and hit anything else from the deck, we're happy with that as well. Tell me summon Bahamut's in a place I can't see right now. It is in the place of being more than $1. Okay, let's see how this playtest looks. So 1 land, no ramp. We take our free mulligan. We get 3 lands, no ramp, but we have Lorien revealed. Let's see how bad this goes. Okay, we stock up to 5. We're a long way from casting Bahamut, but fuck it. I will take Bahamut and Meteor Golem, and I'll discard Lorien reveal. The Relic of Sauron. My commander's 6 mana. I'm gonna pretend this is a basic. So from here, right, like everything's great. Because we can Atali, what will Atali turn into? Fucking Ant-Man. Atali's a 7/8 now. Yeah, Centipede. So I think, and that was why I was saying we needed more ramp at the beginning. So new game, free mulligan. We hit Ashling. I think hitting Ashling could do a lot to spare us here. So turn 2, we play Ashling. We don't have blue mana to flip Ashling. That probably means this hand wasn't keepable. Because we play a bounce land, we still get fucked. We play this, we big score, discard Dracuseth. We have 2 treasures now. Next turn, flip this, float 2 mana, using 2 mana, 4 mana. We do Thrawn Dynamo. Then we can seize the spoils, dropping probably Gear Hulk, 2 and a treasure. Use the treasure, Solemn Simulacrum, give me a fucking island right now. Yeah, so we're getting put in a very bad place because of the ramp situation, so I think we just have to go like a little bit overboard on more ways to ramp. Oh, this guy sucked so bad. This guy like ruined the game a number of times. We could Thought Vessel, which I don't love. Osik, I don't think so. I think the most we want to do with the exile pile is Lelia. Karn can unexile things with silver counters, but we're not going to be putting silver counters on them. But Thought Vessel is a staple. It's a staple that does not tap for mana. Ritual's okay, or rather want permanent-based ramp. Rituals are okay. We would prefer permanent-based ramp because the whole deck is very, very expensive. I think for the time being, I will even drop in a Cold Steel Heart. Then I'm gonna get rid of Ant-Man as well. Even though he's very good as a greedy pick, he's not good as a, hey, I need to play the fucking game pick. Yeah, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. We could do like Collector's Vault. That would handle a few things for us. It would get us like fixed mana. It would get us some looting. I'm looking at these fucking diamonds too. They're making me sad, but I'm looking at them. I think we'll try Collector's Vault. Is that any better? All right, we have 2 lands, but one of them's, but our ramp piece is Ashling. So we play this, we play a blue to flip this. Oh, but we can only do 4 or greater. Ugh. So actually, I think we wouldn't flip her. Because if it's only 4 or greater, we don't have any of those in hand, and we need to keep ramping. So we're going to do a talisman, and we're going to go get another island. Next turn, now I think we pay to flip. Stone Speaker, Crystal, Dimir, Signet. All right. So it's still turn 5. We've still taken a long time to do anything meaningful, but now we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we have 9 mana available. That's not nothing. So I think we spend 6 of that 9 mana to play our commander. 4, 5, or we're going to use 2 from Ashling. We're going to use 2 from Ashling. Dirty, thank you for the 20 months at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. We have 3 mana up, and we're going to use it to counterspell the removal that people use. Yeah. And this is going to meld into fucking Muldrifter. God, all right, we draw 2. Fuck me. So we go to our next turn. We get more mana. We 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, do I want a Solemn, or do I think I just want to Agent of Treachery? So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Eternity Elevator might be worth it here, Cursed Potato, because we are going to have really fucking high power creatures. We Agent of Treachery. Gate the Guard the Key. Thank you for stopping by. Holy shit, it becomes Tyrant of Discord. Holy shit. So we rob one person. We blow up a bunch of somebody else's shit, and then we have a 9/10. Amaze, amaze, amaze. I really like that. We don't want cards that warp yet because they're gonna break apart when they leave the table. Alexios could be extremely funny. So here's the thing, you guys. I think what we need to do, or what I'm gonna do for this deck, is I have to build a core of maybe like 75 to 80 cards that don't change. And then I just need like 100 funny cards that I grab 20 at random from every game. Because the thing about this commander is it's the best command, not the Maximundar. The thing about my card is it is the greatest commander ever printed. There's too much we can do with it. And so we can't fit it all into one deck. We have to have like either I have a bunch of different decks of like, okay, this is the Saboteur deck, this is the Flicker deck, this is the Exile Matters deck, or I just have a massive pile of like, here's 100 cards, you pick 20 at random. That's what we're gonna play with today. Oh, I love this. Okay, so we have 2 lands. Ash Baron shouldn't be in the deck, but we have 2 lands. This is gonna be a basic. So I do a tap land, play a basic, get Ornithopter of Paradise. We do that, and this is going to be a basic. We're going to redo the whole fucking land, and we Gonti some. Play that. Maybe Urtai if we need to slow people down. Solemn. Get an island out. Island. God damn, Commander turn 6. Fucking awful. So I think we actually have to go even higher on ramp. Because if we don't get ramp, the deck just like we're 6 mana in Grixis. If we don't get ramp, we are just like stone cold screwed every time. I would lean heavier into rituals. I really worry about rituals because then if our commander gets taken out, we're just so cooked. Like we're just so it's just so bad how hard we get cooked. I do like treasures over rituals. Yeah, I agree with that. We could do like black market connections. I think Seething Song is just we don't want that many red pips. Oh yeah, this is perfect actually. Yeah, Heartless Summoning is amazing. We could try Walking Atlas because our we do have 37 lands. All right, so we get one land, great ramp card, but we don't have enough lands or ramp to make that work. Every rock in the deck, we're going down to 6 now. Going down to 5 now. Where the fuck are the lands? Going down to 4 now. All right, we keep 3 lands. Yeah, we keep these 4 cards. We draw. Holy shit, it's coming together. Name any color. Mindstone, Bounce Land. It's coming together. It's coming together. Turn 4, we get there. We get there. All right, now how do we fucking save this? We're gonna Seething Landscape. We have 7 mana available, so we will Solemn Simulacrum, but it's all fucking Armagon. We're so back. We're so fucking back. All right, so Solemn Goon. Solemn Goon Future Simulacrum. Gets us a basic and shoots 3 creatures. And then we Painful Truths for the right number of colors and we draw 3. Holy shit, it's these assholes. Next turn. And now our problem is we're pretty cooked on card draw, but like that's what happens. So I think we do Spine Rock Null and hope we can hide away. We'll put Noxious Gear Hulk under here. Stack this to draw a card. Do Stone Speaker Crystal. Pay the 3, discard this, draw 2, 2 treasures. God damn. Boss, is this the deck where you throw Soul Ring in? I won't do it. I won't do it. I will make so many moral compromises in my life. I will not put Soul Ring in my favorite commander deck ever. Oh, if I have one more mana up, then I think I leave Spine Rock Knoll up and I use my treasures and hope that I hit somebody, and then Spine Rock Knoll, Noxious Gearhulk into oh oh an 11/11 who destroys a creature and bounces 2 other permanents. Bonehorde Dracosaur would be quite good. Okay, this looks like a better hand. So we're going to Path of Ancestry. We're going to Thelwar Stone. We're going to Relic of Sauron. We have 6 mana. We play our commander. We bounce land. We have 7 mana here. We could have 8. But I think with 8 mana, we hostage take her. This also becomes fucking combustible Gear Hulk. We now have the hostage buster. And then with our remaining mana, we probably drop Stone Speaker Crystal. And we have something we've stolen from our opponents. Next turn, we go Armagoon. What do you become? Zareth San. Okay. I don't think Zareth San... I really wanted to be good enough. I really, really wanted to be good enough, but I'm not convinced that he's good enough. Oh, that's so frustrating. Because he's really, like, the Flash is fun. He's really not worth holding 5 mana up for. Kenny, we're working on a commander deck for my Gavin Verhey unknown card, so everything in the world is good right now. I think Zareth is going out. I think Walking Atlas is going out. I think we're putting in Ancient Tomb. Oh, clones would be interesting. I think the only thing I don't like about clones is that they will overwrite whatever the meld is. I think the 2 or more basics type lands aren't good enough here. They are not. The entire land base is getting redone. At a different time because land bases are really boring to do, and I don't want to show you guys the boring stuff. We're just going to work on the exciting stuff here. Clones will copy the meld in its entirety. Are you sure? Because if it becomes... Okay, then we get to do meld mutate is layer 1. You've said words that mean nothing to me. They're also from Kentucky. Does that change anything? Are they into musical theater? We just keep going. We can just keep doing qualities all day, brother. Okay, so we'll put Irma in. All right, 2 lands and a talisman. So we'll go Seething Landscape. We will go get Swamp because we have 2 black pips in this hand. Turn 2, I get a talisman. Turn 3, I get a Hedron Archive. Turn 4, we get a tapped land and our commander. Turn 5, we have to break the game open here. So we have 5, we have 8 mana. So I think with 8 mana, I will go Hostage Taker, but it's also fucking Enigma Thief. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, dude. That's awesome. And then we hold up Urtai Resurrected, who also becomes Fencer. Oh, the control. Oh, the fucking control. Hey, love your videos. Got a question for you. What do you think of a 5-color Morophon Slivers EDH deck that only has black mana and spells other than Slivers so I can get mana screwed? I am not a fan of decks that are meant to trip over their own dicks. I understand why it should be funny. In practice, I think the reason I don't like it is those decks should balance out in the aggregate. And so if you are playing with a consistent play group, you get to experience the highs and lows of college football or of high school football. But in one individual game, all people get to see is either your deck doesn't do anything because you got mana screwed, or the gimmick like worked, and then you just look like a normal deck. All right, we're doing manual ad break real quick. Vivi, I think Vivi would be a good shout here. Question is, what do we cut for Vivi? Yeah, I think we could do Ornithopter of Paradise. Oh yeah, is it? No, it's power. It's power. Yeah, because people were doing like Voltron Vivi. Yeah, Vivi's fucked here. And there they are. All right, so we hit a land, which gets us sure mountain. Who cares? Land, but we can't do anything. Vivi. They're really bad. Stock up. Get more ramp. Vivi has a counter on. Put this into play, gets us a land back, and we're going to discard probably Thran Dynamo. Next turn. So 4 for Relic, 2 for this. We go up to 3 counters here. Oh, and that will play us our commander. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Alright, now we can either play the control game, or we can just slam like Agent of Treachery and hope for the best. I think I would rather play the control game. So on someone else's turn, I will Urtai, who is also Mole Drifter. We'll draw 2. Fuck yeah. We will also Venser somebody. Vivi's non-creature spells, Peach. It is any non-creature spell. It is a fucked card. And then Venser's also Tyrant of Discord. So we can now 3, 7. All right, we have Agent of Bahamut. So we steal something, we shoot something else, and then we have some relatively big bodies to just slam at people. I don't think it works with meld like you think it does, but let's count up our ramp because I agree with the commenter who was saying we need like a Sauron comment about we need 18 things that are doing the ramp numbers we need to hit. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 and a half. This is like 14. This is a good one. So we have 14 things at 2, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have 5 things at 4. So like we have 19 pieces of ramp. It shouldn't be that tough to double hit them like this. Are we going to hit the second land? No, God hates me. I think 4 mana doesn't work though. I do think it works though. That's my disagreement. But we could do Nightscape Familiar. Especially if the balance is we have like 14 of the options are 2 mana, and then only 4 of the options are 4 mana. I think it's very possible for that to function. Bam, bam, bam. Flip you. We get 2 mana, but it's only for expensive things, which we can't do. We play this. We get 2 mana, So we have 4 here, 5, 6. Bam. Get our commander. We have 2 mana for expensive shit. Me personally, I'm probably just ripping Agent of Treachery. Right? What else does this become? Hostage Taker. Holy shit. Alright, a 4/6 who ruins somebody else's fucking day. Next turn. I don't like Expressive Iteration as much anymore. I like this spell more when it was like a total budget version and I was very, very greedy for land drops. I had a thought about what I need. I had a thought about the ramp thing. Fuck. Fuck. It left my head. What was it? Not Coalition Relic. Oh, cost reducers based around creatures. We could do Semblance Anvil. Because we have a ton of creatures in the deck. And so we're almost always going to have one. And this would be 3 mana ramps for 2. Yeah. So this can definitely replace one of our more expensive rocks as well. I think probably Vault. No, that feels a little icky. I think maybe Mindstone. Because I really don't like not getting any of my colors. And I think we can, and I think we have enough ramp on 2. Would you consider any of the depletion lands? Not really, because getting our commander out once is not good enough. Depletion lands and rituals are really good when your commander can win the game just because you can untap with them, and that's not this deck. Our deck cannot win just because we got to untap. We need to be permanently establishing more and more and more advantage. We get to surveil 1. Sure. This is a basic. We're going to redo this land base. We ramp with Signet. We draw 3. Okay, we get Anvil. Discard Spine Rock Knoll. Next turn. This is a basic. We 1, 2, 3. I'm going to get rid of Irma here. No, no. I shouldn't be like this. I'm going to get rid of Enigma Thief. Because that way I can now play Irma. Then my commander's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I can't. I can turn Irma into my commander, but I cannot cast anything else here. You are a basic land. Combustible Gearhulk, and we get to double do it. So it becomes Hostage Taker, and it becomes Noxious Gearhulk. So we have 8. We have a 13, 13, 13. We get to do the Combustible Gearhulk thing. We get to kill a creature, and we get to remove another creature that we can then cast, and we have 5 mana we can spend on casting creatures. That's pretty fucking hot. I'm going to assume I get to draw 3. Sicarian Infiltrator would be very cute. Let me look at that. Give me Olympic level dumpster diving. Yeah, I like Sicarian. Yes, Amalgamemnon. We were in Amsterdam for MagicCon Amsterdam. The melded spell would see the squad, because squad happens when the creature enters, and by the time the creature enters, it has been melded. So when it enters, it will be like, oh, I need to make this many token copies of myself, and myself now has all these extra spells on it. MLP right now we're trying to figure out the ramp balance to like get to do something quickly enough. But a 6. Jesus. Why does this keep happening? We have a cat bed attached to my desk. We have a cat bed attached to my desk and it keeps like just falling. I don't know what the hell's going on. Sorry, baby girls. It's okay now. Search the city. Absolutely not. Okay, so we go land, we pass. We go land, we go. We don't have 4 or greater. We go cold steel heart, naming whatever. Double mana rock, ashling. Flip 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have 2 mana up, but we don't spend it on anything. Okay, now we have a billion. So hostage taker for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh. We get Sicarian Infiltrator. And we don't get to squat it. But we get to draw 1 card. Huzzah. We probably cast the stolen thing. And it becomes Agent of Treachery. That's pretty cool. I don't think we want to go too heavy on squad white bread, because the problem with squad is what just happened here. If we flip into squad, we don't get the opportunity to pay it, which is horrendous dog shit. Okay, ramp. Ramp. Commander. Gear Hulk, what do you become? We have a 12/12 with first strike that can't be blocked if I cast a non-creature spell. Fuck yeah. Be expressive. You go to hand, you go to exile, you go to bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do this, and then we hold up Urtai. What does Urtai become? Lord of Change. I draw 3 and counter something. Hot diggity shit. And then we get to go like Lamentation, who becomes Palladium Mirror, Hostage Taker, who becomes Agent of Treachery. Okay, then we're good. So I'm debating. We may want to run. We may want to run in some like low cost board wipes, like Toxic Deluge. Toxic Deluge in particular would be really, really good because our creatures are going to be very big, and so we can do Toxic Deluge for 8, and we're not gonna. None of our stuff's gonna die. So I think we do that over like. Oh, Aether Channel's already gone. Okay. The commander's only a 4/4. Mald, I have some sad news for you. Meld only works if you both own and control the object you are trying to meld. I mean, no, because it's a playtest card and it has my face on it, so it works how I say it works. Fuck ass, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Ain't no goddamn way, my boy. Oh, Bale, yes! Straw Hats. I thought about that when I was driving home from the trip to see our friends. Balefire Dragon, for sure. Yeah. Very good. Very good targeted board wipe. I'm going to cut this wizard, because he's a creature that we're, like, never happy to see. All right, I believe in the deck that believes in me. Holy shit, it was on top. All right, we get our turn 4 commander. Oh, okay, but it has to be another creature. We can't do this yet. We can't do this yet. So we're gonna do Rakdos Signet at some point. Whether or not we actually do the spell thing or not, we're gonna flash in Hydroelectric Specimen. Hydroelectric Specimen is also Enigma Thief, which is really good. But their name, what's their name going to be? What's in the deck? We didn't put Ulamog in the deck. We might have to put Ulamog in the deck for this. Oh yeah, its name is Tyrant of Discord. And everyone goes, wow, that seems like a weirdly specific name. And then we play Pattern Matcher, who's also a flash enabler, and we get to tutor Tyrant of Discord to our hand. Cursed Mirror does not trigger Meltdown because it's not a creature's spell. It has to be a creature's spell. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Elf Archer, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. The name bullshit makes me extraordinarily happy. How do melded creatures work with the legend rule? My melded creatures get around all of the legend rule stuff because I get to name them. Yes, Gale, I get to choose the name. It's a very important part of the card. Gavin did it as a joke. I have to go pee. Everybody go look at this card for a minute. King Cow, thank you for the gifted sub. Welcome back to Dog Heaven. But very importantly, I get to choose what the name is. Oh, but if you're naming the creature the same as another creature, is there not a risk of having double legendaries of the same name? Yes, but it just means that we do the name trick with stuff that isn't legendary. So it means we cannot do the name trick with Armagon. We cannot do the name trick with Combustion Man. But like Bahamut's not legendary. Sphinx Ambassador's not legendary. Tyrant of Discord's not legendary. Well, it can't be spelled some absurd way because the name has to match for any of these name tricks to work, period. Yeah, Agent of Treachery will be better, yeah. JJB, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos, even without an entire amount of context for the game. I hope you continue to enjoy yourself. Ooh, yeah, Skitterbeam Battalion's actually fucked. Hold on. You know what? Fuck you, Mole Drifter. Fuck you. I'm gonna play bad cards that are greedy. Amalgamemnon, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home. No, it's on enter if you cast it, and we cast the card that Skitterbeam is part of, right? If I cast, this is gonna be some real intense rules lawyering, but if I cast like Ornithopter of Paradise, and then Skitterbeam goes on, I will be like, did I cast this one card? Flicker, they don't stay melted. They break apart. All right, so land pass. Land. I am liking Ashling less and less the more we playtest this deck because it is because we can't use its flipped mana for very much because we don't have. No, it's not because the land base isn't fixed. It's because like almost none of our ramp is 4 mana or more, and all of our creatures are not designed to be cast on turn 3. If we had more 4 mana, if we had like more 4 mana value creatures like Venser, I would like it more. But this really only lets us cast Venser, which is not what we're interested in casting. We're interested in getting to our commander more quickly. Yeah, it's much better mutate. So like here, I could play Venser, but I don't even think I want to. I want a Cold Steel Heart. And then like here, I could do it, but I don't want to. I want to seize the spoil. I think I would even discard the clone to draw 2, make a treasure. Play a land. I enjoy Chai Tea. Thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home. Hey, I appreciate that very much, Papool. Welcome to the stream. All right, we have retraced image for a funny thing. We flip Ashling now to get them on turn 5. Then we Ash Barons. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Solemn Simulacrum. Also Itali. And then we go, hey, your name is Tyrant of Discord. And then we put Tyrant of Discord into play. Irma kind of works. I don't think she works good enough. Oh yeah, and I get my land. Thank you. Oh, you don't have to be sorry at all. Yeah, we've been, Gale, we've been steadily cutting our creature-based ramp. I think that's echoed here where like hitting Ashling in our opening hand has been mid at best. And if we hit Ashling off a flip, we're like we are devastatingly sad. So I do think Ashling goes out here. What else could we Marvo? Stop it with the Marvo. Stop with the Marvo nonsense right now. Why wasn't Elk there again? Because Elk's a brokey. Because Elk doesn't have plane money like I do. Elk has gas money. Elk got train money. Elk got Greyhound bus money. Don't mess with me. Piece of shit. Emperor of Palomino. No. We don't want creatures. We don't want creatures for this. We want it to be things we are not hitting off the flip, unless hitting off the flip is good enough in and of itself. Is there anything that's like ETB make a billion treasures? It's not good enough to make 1. It might be good enough to make 57. Yeah, it's called Dockside Extortionist. We could try Goldspan. Descent into Avernus is actually probably the better thing. We probably win out. Maybe this is the time for Bonehorde Dracosaur. And then Palladium Mirror will turn into Descent into Avernus. Oh, this hand's gas as fuck. The only problem with this hand is we have no creatures to play. We cast our commander. Oh, Teferi's here. Okay, on someone else's turn, or while we play this, on someone else's turn, we probably do like 1, 2, 3, 4 for Hedron Archive. Bounce this just to keep developing. Then on someone else's turn, we do Teferi Mage of Zalfir. He's also Vivi fucking Orniteer. Amaze, amaze, amaze. So now Vivi says I can also play at flash speed and you can only play at sorcery speed because fuck you. Get me out. I'm a hater now. You should be. That is the correct response to what's happening. But his name is, I think his name is Agent of Treachery. We go to my next turn. They go, what the hell? Agent of Treachery? That makes no sense. I also get Meteor Golem. I get Meteor Golem, and I tutor for Agent of Treachery. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have just enough mana. Or actually, I don't even have to tap this much, because I get to spend 3 mana from Vivi to play Pattern Matcher. Then we do Agent of Treachery. 5, 6, 7. Agent of Treachery is also Kefka. And then they are a 6/8, and then everybody fucking hates us. Everybody fucking hates us. If this effect is ever printed, what mana cost do you think it would actually need to be at to be fair? This one. This is very fair at 6 mana. I am having to spend 4 turns doing absolutely fucking nothing to set this up. Like, this is already fair as fuck. It's just awesome. Like, it's 4 turns of clean nothing to even make this a possibility. And then if you remove my commander 1 time, I have to chill. And then if you just like swing at me with an aggro deck, I get fucked. It's very, very fair. If anything, this seems too weak to removal. So I don't actually think it's too weak to removal, or I think there are versions of the deck that are not too weak to removal, because at some point, being able to flash in Agent of Treachery and being able to flash in Kefka is good enough. If I, so I think that's another draft of the deck where we go, okay, what is a version of the deck that is going to be resilient in Gen Pop? And then everything in the deck has to be like a 1-for-1. Because if I'm very vulnerable to having my commander removed, we're not cheating death on cooldown. Fuck no, we cannot fit any of that in. But like at some point, we're just ramping into like, okay, you shot my commander. Well, I'm not going to get a meld. I just cast Archon of Cruelty normal style. I'm not going to get to meld. I'm just going to cast Jin Gitaxias normal style because I have enough mana to do it. And then I like can stabilize the game that way. Right now, we have a bunch of really cute shit, right? Like the resilient version of the game of the deck doesn't play Twinning Glass. It doesn't play any of these like name swapping effects. It probably doesn't play Irma. It probably doesn't play Sicarian Infiltrator. It just plays a bunch of ramp and then a bunch of 1-for-1s. And then if you remove my commander, I still hit you with a bunch of expensive 1-for-1s. Gaza Proxy, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome back to the dog home. Congratulations on beating the Aristocrats player. Let me check Day of Black Sun. Lelia would be pretty good. Herald of Leshrac would be removal bait. I don't like Herald of Leshrac here because we're going to lose another good creature. The thing that I learned by playing those haste creatures that bounce to hand is you cannot get away with creatures that you lose. So Dynasty, melding is a mechanic that I have on my personal commander card that Gavin Verhey made for MagicCon Amsterdam's Unknown event. So it is a card that I get to play with, and you guys can ask to play with, but people will probably tell you no because it's fucked up. What was I just looking up? Isn't this just hilarious with the rats that you can have any number of in Thrumming Stone? Because then they're getting +1/+0 multiple times. Here's the problem. I think. No, don't laugh. Nobody laugh. I think that would either deterministically or near deterministically exile my whole deck if I Thrumming Stoned with it. Like I would die. Hello, Thaumaturge, my son. What the fuck was I trying to look up? Oh, Day of Black Sun. Yeah, Day of Black Sun's playable. I think we probably get rid of Irma for that. I don't like this. Thank you, Amalgamemnon. Khalifa Yeet, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, Shrieking Drake is draw, but I learned from the one mana red versions of Shrieking Drake that it is not worth it. It is wildly fucking bad. Wildly fucking bad to use it. Jaywalker, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home. All right, we get Ancient Tomb, we get an island, and we have Sicarian Infiltrate. We get Swamp. Okay, Ancient Tomb, Semblance Anvil, get Fear of Imposters out of here. We don't have our colors fixed, but this has gone from 7 to 5 mana. We only have 4 mana, though. So this is... I think we Infiltrator just to draw 2. Get our commander down. We float 1, we Heartless Summoning. So now our creatures cost 4 less to cast. That's pretty good. I think we Lord of Change. Lord of Change is also Sphinx Ambassador. Fucking beautiful. Yeah, we have Semblance Anvil and Heartless Summoning. We go Vivi. Talisman, Vivi. Oh, wait. Vivi is also Trumpeting fucking Carnosaur. I don't think Infiltrator is the one correct order because drawing two with it did help us. Like, drawing two with it was still useful. So I think Sicarii and Infiltrator is like the only squad card that we get to play anyway. What bracket is this deck, Gale? This deck right now is looking like, yes, White Bread. Vivi can make well, 6 mana instantly because they're getting -1/-1. But we can make 6 and we can play Meteor Golem for cheap. And it also gets Enigma Thief. So right now, this is soft bracket 3. I think the way to make this like tough bracket 3 is we get rid of the cute stuff like Sicarii and Infiltrator, and more stuff is like everything I play removes something you have played, and I am just like a Grixis beatdown control deck. But this one's pretty fine. Like, we fold to a board wipe. You can slow me down a very reasonable amount by just removing my commander, or like just doing single target removal is good enough. So this looks pretty perfectly where I like to play. Okay, great. That we do that. Basic Thrawn Dynamo. And now we're very happy. Now we have our commander out on 4. On the next turn, we can wait and then flash in Armagoon. This doesn't fucking matter. Next turn, we can play Bahamut, who's also Venser, so we destroy something, bounce something else. I think the only change we might make, or yeah, we're gonna move on to Hobbit spoilers, I think, in just a minute here. The only change I may make from this point is we've got the ramp mostly figured out. We don't have the ramp figured out enough for how many like 7 and up mana creatures we have. And so I may trim some of the greedier guys for more like 3 to 6 mana 1-for-1 creatures, because that way we can be like double spelling, and double spelling with the meld payoff is fucking sweet. All right, let me update these titles. Out of curiosity, what do you think of Nolan Dar, the Royal Shaper, as a commander? Or as a goofy control commander? I think he doesn't exist. Bone Lord, thank you for the 1 year with Prime. Welcome back to the dog home. I appreciate that generosity. Just want to try and confirm one more time. We don't want to run Call Forth the Tempest because it would make us deck ourselves too quickly. No, we could run Call Forth the Tempest. Noyandar. So 5 mana in Azorius. I think this is really weak. I don't think this lends itself to being goofy. I think this just like, I think you just do a normal control deck, right? Like the only goofy part about this is, oh hey, look, my commander's awful. Oh hey, look. Oh hey, look. Schlux dude, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home. I appreciate that generosity. Like, I'm trying to think what you do that is not just standard control behavior, because I think you still like, you're probably playing a lot of board wipes. You're probably playing like destroy all non-land permanents, right? If that's the funny part, hold on. If you think the funny part of playing Noyan Dar is casting Ondu Inversion and then being able to hit somebody for 9, I need you to go to therapy. I need you to go to therapy. I need you to lay down for a bit. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. It is a little funny though. How many of these exist? So there's Urza's Ruinous Blast, there's Ondu Inversion, Hour of Revelation, Consuming Tide, Blood of Tears, Devastation Tide. So if this is the deck, you gotta stop. If that's what makes it funny, that is funny to explain to somebody. And if you do it to me in a commander game, I am hitting you with the fucking Forrest Whitaker eye for as long as we know each other. Okay? I am mogging you. That is a cute little synergy. I've been saving it since it'll get you shot, but check, how is this a par 3? What do you mean? What's up, Wow Mize? How you doing? It's a card? Whenever you cast a spell, you may have target player mill X cards where X is the number of words in that spell's name. Guys, guys, we get to name the spell. Guys, we could make we could make Gavin Verhey regret ever designing any magic cards. It's not silver border, guys. We could, we have to somebody get me the script of the B movie right now. That's going to be the name of every creature I cast. I don't care if it's not legal. I'm playing it anyway. Fuck off. Is it named that when you cast it? Yes. So here's what would happen, Peach Tea. If I could trick somebody into letting me play both of these, I would cast a creature spell. Both my commander and this would trigger at the same time. I would resolve my commander's trigger first, and by the time my commander's trigger has finished resolving, it would have the new name. At which point, at which point I would just say, "Oh my god." So I think this is what I do if I have this card in my deck and go oh hey, are we playing at combo power level? This is my combo. You guys can do what you want. I'm not doing the Thoracle Leveler combo. I am doing this combo. What is the longest card name in term of words? It is the first act of the B movie, which is what I'm going to name any creature spell I cast. Yeah, I can play. You can let me play this, or I'm playing Kefka. The Visions of Cycle. I don't think so. Felix Royale, thank you for the tier 1 sub of the 34th month in a row. almost our 3-year anniversary. I appreciate your generosity. I've been enjoying everything you've done and looking forward to more. This is month 1 of asking you to stream Crawl with Z and others, please. Let me see. Hold on. Crawl friend slot. $15. Jesus Christ. Jesus God. That's pretty cute. Wait, if a friend kills you, they take your place? Oh, your friends are the monsters. Oh, no. That's really cool. Oh, it's no online? Can you do it with 2-player? Single player, shared split screen PvP, shared split screen. Solo with up to 4. Okay. In each 30-minute game. That kind of sounds perfect for Z and I to stream together. So Z and I could do this game together. I don't think we could do it with more people. Two players doable, you can add bots. Oh no, somebody just asked in Discord about MagicCon Detroit, and that was the only MagicCon where Z and I were like, yeah, we won't go to that one. Nah, I think we're okay. I think we're all right. We're gonna spend all the fucking money we've ever made going to Amsterdam and then going to Tokyo. Oh, and then okay, Dark. Let me look at Visions of Ruin. Oh, that's cute. I do like when things are cost reduced in weird ways. You want to go to Amsterdam again next December? Yes, we're planning on it. Next December is far enough away that I want to have extreme self confidence that we're gonna make the money we need to make all that work. But I will say our priorities for next year is Tokyo's priority 1, Amsterdam is priority 2, and then I think every other MagicCon is even at priority 3. And then priority 4 is actually every other MagicCon is even at priority 4. Priority 3 is any convention we have a paid work opportunity to do. Yeah, 360. We can't do GF hug time right now because Z is napping. We do have a random smasher pass from 8 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm smashing. Yeah. Eldrazi Orgy, why not? Come on, get active. Live a little. Tokyo is very tempting since everything will be super cheap because of how bad Japan's currency is. Is he feeling all right? They're very tired today. We're both still adjusting to the jet lag, and they woke up at like 5 today. There's been a stray cat with a litter of stray kittens that set up shop in our backyard while we were overseas in Amsterdam. And so we've come back and we've contacted local shelters about like getting them spayed and stuff, but they can't come out for like months, or not months, for weeks to like a month. And so we need to kidnap them and keep them in a room in our house to make sure they don't get eaten. Elk, thank you so much for the raid. Are you free for custom cards Thursday? Do you want to make some money? Or do you want to just be a fucking hater? Be a fucking hater? Sit in your little elk chair. Yes, please? Great. What's this bald hobbit doing on screen? I thought the spoilers were for later. I'm 6'3". I am 6'4". You walk into a room, I am at eye level with people who are 6'5", because that's how tall I am. Hamami Liz, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. My friend Randy, thank you. Welcome to the doghouse. 6'3", are you sure? I want to ask you one question real quick. How would I not be sure? What sequence of events would lead to me not being sure? I am very specifically, I am just high enough over 6'3" that I can lie and say that I'm 6'4" if there is nobody who is actually 6'4" in the room. Because if there is somebody that is 6'3", I'll be a little bit taller than them. And if there's somebody that's 6'4", I'm a little bit shorter than them. We want to do a Hobbit set review too? Absolutely, yes. I need money. Dumpy Gaming, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. You didn't appear that tall when I saw you at MagicCon Atlanta last year. That can't be true, dude. At Magic conventions, I'm like the 5th tallest person in the entire building. You can't be fucking with me like this. This is objective truths. Like, Easy from Nitpicking Nerds is taller than me. There's always a few random Iron Giants strolling around the convention store. Who's taller, Mauled or Seth? I don't think I've ever been in a room with him. Should have worn the platform shoes? Yeah. This is 5'9" energy Mauled? Fuck you. Fuck you all. I swear to God. I swear to God, I'm gonna start streaming with a height reference in the room. I'm gonna, I'm gonna bring random people in off the street and be like, how tall are you? Oh, hello, baby. Good morning. Everyone say hi to my girlfriend right now. Yeah, here. Tiny protein shake for scale. Tiny protein shake for scale. How we doing? You guys get it now? Look how fucking big I am. Look at how big I am. Accept me. What are you covering Marin of Clan Nel Toth? I think I might have already. I think I might have on TikTok. Could do a magic card for scale. Is this many? Is this many? Small drinks baby protein shakes? No, god damn it. Why are we all hating on me? This is supposed to be a fun family comeback stream. I drink the cheapest protein shakes I could find. This was 90 cents. This was 90 cents at my local grocery store. All right. It's 22 grams of protein for $1. I'm drinking it. I'm drinking whatever it is. 22 grams of protein for $1. Okay. Hey, Maul, prove you're not a hobbit by showing us your feet. That's not going to help my case. Damn, that is cheap. Exactly. Exactly. Having a freakishly tall head that is disproportionate to the rest of your body doesn't mean you're tall, though. What? This is an elaborate trap to make me hang dong on twitch.tv, and it will not work. I see through your ploys, okay? This is an elaborate trap to turn me into Meat Hound, to make me show meat on Twitch. It's not gonna work. Cyanide, I am not sponsored. Nobody sponsors my streams. Nobody sponsors my... Hey, if there's anybody... Hey, if Premier Protein Minis would like to sponsor a stream, I'm so willing. I would be so good at it. I'm 5'7". Support. Thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Blossom, yeah, it is the Shrine of Divas. It is big diva energy here. I like it. Yeah, use code MAUL at Cool Stuff Inc., by the way. I walked in at Meet on Twitch. That's basically how it always goes. I want to pretend that that's like not, that's abnormal for the stream and that I'll do better. That's what we do here. If you don't want to hear phrases like me yelling about Meet on Twitch, have a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by. Is there a Magic character who you would want to see have an Echoverse version in Reality Fracture? I think we're already getting them. Because I think like Jace and Ral Zarek would be the ones I wanted. Crispy Pretzel Chicken Fry. Thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. Boss, did you see that Professor L section of Streamer University and wondering how to get Verizon to contact you? I didn't see that part. I saw the parts about like the parts of Streamer University I saw from Ludwig's class where it was one, heal your titles, 2, blur your thumbnails to pick them. 3, your streams should be recording sessions, which I'm trying to do here, but I don't think it's going that well. I'm going to drink my little baby protein shake. The class was really good. It's making me reconsider what my streaming approach currently is. All I saw was him telling people to quit, which is based. I mean, he was telling people like, you got to do so much more than just cut the stream on and like play a video game. Like you have to have a targeted thing you're trying to do. And we have 2 targeted things we're trying to do here today. Number 1 is build this deck. Number 2 is going to be review the Hobbit spoilers. But I'm very much like, I'm so sorry, guys. We're going to get into philosophy now. We're going to get into the philosophy of it now. You kind of do that already, no, since a lot of videos are just super cuts from the stream. So Big Body Long Money, love your name, by the way. Kind of stole my name. A lot of my main channel YouTube content is cut down from stream. We cut down like 10% of the content that I produce on stream. So one of the things I'm going back and forth on is, should I be ever turning the stream on if I'm not going to try to make a YouTube video out of it? And if I'm going to not do that, it means streaming a lot less. But I like streaming a lot. Like I like being live every day. I like talking with you guys. I like vamping with you guys. But a lot of that content is just frankly not good enough to become like to pay for somebody to edit it. And so because it's like I'm trying to do so many things that are not streaming, right? I'm doing all the deck review stuff. I'm trying to sort out getting paid to do live shows. I'm writing all this short form content, and my short form content is not fucking easy to write. My short form content, like I am cranking 90s. It is not simple. It is not easy. It is not straightforward to come up to make these videos good. And so it does not leave me a lot of time to come up with or prepare banger stream ideas. Looking at taking a chance at a job change myself, not streaming, how did you know when it was time to bet on yourself and take the risk to go streaming full time? So I'm going to tell you what Prof told me, because I asked him this exact question like years ago at this point when I first went on Shuffle Up and Play. I asked him, when do I bet on myself? And this man leaned forward and fucking grandpa mogged me and said, never. Never bet on yourself. Do not switch until you are already making more money at the new job than you were at your old job. So that's what I did. I quit and I went full time the day that I made more monthly income from the new thing than I did at my day job. He was like, he said, have no confidence. Do not believe in yourself. Get your goddamn bag. And that's what I did, and it worked. Because what he told me, Kimba Slice, I will stay hydrated. Thank you very much. Hold on. Because the thing he warned me about was, if you bet on yourself, and even if you're right, if you bet on yourself and you're mostly right, if you're going into social media entertainment, like the entertainment industry, what will happen is you will immediately become desperate and you will betray all of your deeply held morals about the things that you should or like should not make content about, the ad deals you should or should not take, because you'll have one bad month and you'll be selling like bootleg CDs. You'll be like, oh, I'll never, like, you have all these deeply held moral convictions, and then it's like, oh fuck, 2 bad months. Now I'm doing an ad for AI because it was that or rent. And so Prof told me, don't go full time until you know that you will never be put in the position to make that choice. Waiting for your Raid Shadow Legends ad. We're doing Raid Shadow Legends. keep that 100. Put that in your back pocket. If they reached out to me and they turned me down. I asked for so little money. Raid Shadow Legends reached out to me. I was like, oh, they got the raid money. All my friends were like, ask for multiple grand, ask for bans, dude. I asked for $150. I asked for $150 and they ghosted me. They ghosted me over 150. Big body long money. We did the Manscaped ad and it was good. I work really hard on my ad reads. Maybe like this a sponsored stream would be harder because it's all improv. But like I've done Adam and Eve, like I've thrown a dildo at my own head for an ad read. Like when I get an ad, I only take ads for products that I think are like decent or usable, and I put my whole Maldussy into them. Just Raccoona, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Welcome to Dog Heaven. I appreciate that so much. Forget the thing about the dildo. There's some AD money. I appreciate you so much, Raccoona. And Noi Noi, thank you for the 8 months at tier 1. I think my into the AM code is Maldhound. Oh, hell yeah, Visha Ringtail. Luckius, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Mauled won't hang dong but hit himself with a dildo. You're goddamn right. Because one of those will get me banned off Twitch and one of them won't. Alright, what the fuck going on? We gotta hit the ad break again, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll see you in 90 seconds. Felix Royale, thank you for the random Smasher Pass. Only subs get to see the Smasher Pass. Ooh, Noxious Dragon. Hard pass. King Cow, thank you for gifting a sub. Oh, plebeian, you're right. The dildo would probably get me banned on Twitch, but I did it for a short form content ad. Jay, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. I need to get water. Pass with it's noxious. What are you? Look at the mouth. Sorry. You gotta read. Caustic breath, dude. Caustic breath. Listen, if there is one thing the internet freaks don't consider enough, it is the smell. You have not thought about the smell, you bitch. I am number one, not a body shamer. I have had lovely romantic experiences with so many people of different beautiful shapes and sizes. All humans are beautiful humans, except the ones who fucking smell bad. And sometimes that's been me. And I hold deep, deep shame about that. But holy shit, don't smell bad. Caustic breath, dog, under no circumstances. Under no circumstances. Not only is it going to disintegrate my shit, not that I have that much, like, I don't have enough to have any portion of it that can be disintegratable. We can't lose any of this. They're going to huff, puff, and blow my shit smooth off. No chance. The King Cow, thank you for gifting another sub. Welcome back to Dog Heaven. Okay, I gotta get water. Be right back. All right. Motherfucker gonna get water during the ad break? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, right. We were talking about smell. We were talking about getting throat from a dragon. Lovely, lovely business. We're doing Hobbit spoilers. Yes, I'm renaming the streams because we're focusing on Hobbit spoilers now. Thank you all for your patience. Flip milk. Thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. What do you think of Helga? I hate that motherfucker. I want Helga to be cute. It's always non-deterministic storm. It's always the most Bant shit to ever exist. Helga is one of the main reasons I hate Bant. There's so much that like should be cool, should be interesting, and it's like, hey, guess what? What if I had hey, look at me. What if I had 20 creatures on board? It's turn 5. This is bracket 2. Don't worry about it, okay? Hey, I don't like fast mana, but I do like 8 copies of Llanowar Elf. Go fuck yourself. Look me in the eyes, okay? Listen, there's a thing called Phyrexian Metamorph. I need you to hear me. Phyrexian Metamorph. I have 25 of them in the deck. You're gonna lose. I don't know when. Yes, you have to watch the whole thing. Deep breaths. We're gonna get through this. I'm fucking... I can't do it, dude. I can't do it. Hey Mald, would Helga be a good commander for my Fisher's Talent deck? I gave you, I won't, Tomu, I need you to know, I'm robbing you, okay? Just like the Reanimator, because the Reanimator was pitched to Starry, and Starry was like, not quite, and I pitched you the greatest deck, one of the greatest decks ever made, and you said no, so it's mine now. Yeah, we're doing Hobbit spoilers now. Okay, let's close all these up. Oh yeah, I was so mad. I saw Good Game Morley's fucking I saw their skit previewing this and it was so good. What's a honky got to do to get feedback on his deck? So what you got to do is you got to go to Ko-Fi and buy a commission. We set those live earlier today. So here's how. I think these are probably all sold out now. Yeah. So these sold out, these sold out. Oh, I sold 5. Fuck me. Oh no, it broke. So a thing that happens pretty regularly is I will sell 4 and people will buy them so quickly that Ko-Fi will break and will sell more. But these are how we sell them noon on Sundays. Oh, let me open up my email to see how quickly they sold out so you can get an idea of how fast you got to be. Okay, Commander Deck Review sold out at 12:30. The Sunday Commander Deck Roast sold out at 12:32. The Wednesday Commander Deck Roast sold out at 12:35. They were set live at like 12:15, so 15 to 20 minutes. Anto, thank you for the $2 super chat. Can you make a deck around Bosido, please? Do you mean Bosidy's nuts or do you mean Bushido? Because both are going to be bad. Let the record show I was building my own Reanimator at the same time you were. Okay, so this way we can have a fake content beef 3 years from now where you're like, Maldhound stole my deck. It'll be great. Deku, personal question. You get to ask me a personal question and I will answer to the best of my ability. Personal question from Plebeian Noob. When is the OnlyFans coming out? So I got to be very careful. I don't know the rules about talking about this stuff on Twitch. I believe you're not allowed to like directly promote any of that stuff. So let me be clear. I don't have one. There have been many people on Discord who have politely asked me to show whole. Very kind of them. There was one guy who was extremely polite. Many people have asked me to show whole. Only one guy was very, very polite about it. but it's one of those things that is not totally out of the question. There was so I want to talk about something that I was telling Z about this like so excitedly because the puzzle pieces um like fit together in my mind while we were on this long car ride and just had a lot of time to like talk and think. We through internet content, we've met a ton of people, right? A ton of people who are working in the industry, and the most classic problems are like, do you have enough money to do the thing you love? Do you have to do content that you don't like to do? Do you have to do content that you think is like slop or low effort in order to make ends meet? Like, do you do commissions? Do you do sub goals, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? And so we've met a ton of people, some of whom do OnlyFans, some of whom don't do OnlyFans, and we've met a smaller subsection of people who are judgmental about people who do OnlyFans, right? They view sex in your body as something like sacred, presumably because they're like older, they were raised by a generation that was a lot more like prudish. Um, and a really interesting thing that I noticed now that I've met enough people on both sides of it is the people who the people who did not do any of that kind of work, and especially the people who were judgmental of those that did do that kind of work and were like, I would never do anything that like cheapened my work or like dirtied my spirit. uh those people were incredibly stressed out and complained to me about how many creative compromises and how many things they didn't want to do, they felt like they had to do in order to hold everything together. And all the people who did OnlyFans work were super fucking happy. And we're like, I get to do exactly what I want. I have full creative control over my business. It's all like they were just fucking like tap dancing Mary Poppins style. And the irony was so funny to me that these like all these people who thought of thought of OnlyFans as being like a spiritual compromise were the ones making spiritual compromises everywhere. And like they were the ones who were unhappy, they were the ones who were stressed out, they were the ones who were like, oh, I have to make content that I think is like, I have to make content that I think is bad, I have to make content that I don't get to put my heart into, I have to like take these ad deals that I don't want to take. Doug of Doom, shut your fucking mouth. Absolutely not. It was like, yeah, it was so because a lot of people, I think Duck of Doom particularly, I think Duck of Doom particularly, um, are trying to turn it into a like, oh, it's harder to not do sex work. But it's like what was striking to me is how little it was about hard and how much it was about the people that the people that treat sex work like some type of spiritual compromise were the people making spiritual compromise. That was the interesting part to me. They were like, these are the people who had previously expressed to me like, oh, I would never do OnlyFans, um, because it would like violate something sacred. And then the way they moved in every other part of their waking lives violated that exact same part. Like it was just so wild to me. It was so interesting. It was so juicy. I've never gotten to see such like compelling dramatic irony play out in real life, and it was just so like one to one of like, oh yeah, like this person really doesn't like what they do and feels like all of their true design. I think that was it. Is because it's about corruption, right? The people who normally dog on sex work are people who think that it like corrupts some who feel like it like corrupts something true and pure in the individual. And all of these people were the ones who had been more deeply corrupted by capitalism. That was the funny part. That was the hilarious part to me, is they were like, "Oh, I would never corrupt myself in that way to do sex work, but I would 100% corrupt every part of my waking life that way to make 15 more dollars on YouTube AdSense." It was like I was just, oh my god, dude. I was like rolling around in the fetal position, kicking the air. It was so funny. I would never have sex, but I would build a bomb to kill a child. Hi, Mald. You're probably my main inspiration to get back into magic. I was never really into it, just dabbled a decade ago, so thanks for that. Also, fuck you, where'd my money go? Exactly, bro. I'm not sorry. But wouldn't sex work corrupt your public image, in turn harming your career as a content creator? It could have reputational damage, like to certain industries. There are many companies that are run by very, very old white men who are Puritans. I know this for a fact because of the time I worked with. I used to do a lot of work that had me work with credit card brands, um, and so a lot of them are like super Puritan. More guys that come up to you thinking they're good to be creepy because they saw you smash your pass online. I mean, those people, like, people are already a little creepy to me. Oh, Anto, I'm so sorry. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Can you please build a deck around Sensei Golden Tail, please? Listen, Anto, we can find a way to refund you. There is definitely an amount of money to make me build a deck. It probably has more zeros in it than that. It definitely has at least one more zero. And I don't want to like trickle truth you or anything like that. Um, Thank you very much, Anto. And yes, I am super not recommending that just like, oh my god, everybody should be getting into not safe for work content. It was just striking to me the degree to which the people who were comfortable with making not safe for work content seemed seemed so much less like they seemed less corrupted by capitalism. They seemed to have stronger relationships with the people around them. And the criticisms that are normally levied against sex workers is that they're doing anything derogatory for money, and that doing sex work will ruin your interpersonal romantic relationships. And I'm not trying to say that like this is any type of rule, because this is anecdote gun, bang 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 bang. It was just incredibly striking to me the degree to which it was like the people who thought sex work was inherently wrong were had more strained interpersonal relationships and were making more moral compromises to earn money. It was so crazy. Oh, ignore the previous. Okay, you got it. When are you streaming with Z again? There they go. Very soon. I really want to bring back the Nuzlocke. I really want to. So before we went down this whole tangent about about sex work and whatnot, um, I do want to get back to doing like aggressive more aggressive, like higher view streams. I want to be really good at this. One person we met over the weekend was this gentleman Michael, who was very very sweet and was very very inspiring, and like really gave me a very good perspective shift on like how whole ass you could do something. I think I do so many things, it's very easy for me to kind of back off the intensity on each one to try to preserve myself a little bit more. And meeting and hanging out with Michael was like, no, I need to rest more and I need to say no to more things. But the stuff I say yes to, I have to say like 120% whole ass, like the no quarter assing anything. And I don't think I quarter ass anything, but there's a lot of things in my life that I'm like, I 3/4 ass this to try to expand into this new area. So there's more thoughts I should probably articulate better later on. Jeffrey, thank you for the drink water redeem. Let's actually do some goddamn Hobbit spoilers. I'm gonna re I'm gonna stop recording and start again. All right, now we have an actual clean recording for maybe Mango, maybe nobody to edit this down for. All right, so there's Galleon. On attack, choose a creature you control. Its base power and toughness become equal to Galleon's. That's fucking horribly bad. There's that's I'm so sorry. damn, damn. Good Games Morley did their best with that. That's cute. There's probably something you could do in like a Simic deck or maybe a Golgari deck. All right, Bard's Company. Cast a spell with Flash if you control a human. Other creatures get +1/+1. An ETB or attack recruit. I do have a bone to pick with recruit. I'm so fucking angry about recruit because on the Steve Harvey scale, which is the Family Feud scale, which is if we went out to the street and asked people like, what do you think this keyword does? Nobody is ever getting recruit. They might get the make a 1/1 part of it, but holy fuck, did everything with recruit on it need the goddamn reminder text? This is like it's my most old man yelling at clouds fucking take, but it's so insane. What does recruit do? Guess, Tomu. Guess. What do you think recruit does? Oh, you can see the whole screen. Fuck. You draw, it's like it's new connive. You draw and discard, and if you discard a non-land, you make a 1/1. All right. So creatures get +1/+1. ETB or attack recruit. Pretty solid. Bar. Oh, same card. On attack, a mass goblins 2. That's cute. When a land enters, put a counter on target creature you control. Oh, how do I just set Hob? There we go. Token ETBs gain 1 if it's the first time. Second time, draw. Third time, put a counter on each creature you control. We're so fucked. We're so okay. That's I can't remember the last time I saw a token player make less than 2 at a time. Like they just don't fucking do it anymore. Like yeah, okay. That's gonna be cool and fair. Be cool and fair. Perfectly acceptable. 2 mana card. All right, return a spell to its owner's hand. If you gift a treasure, they can't cast spells this turn. That's actually pretty good. That might be CEDH playable, right? Or well, I guess you would have to be in white with no blue, but maybe. Oh, it's all players. Holy fuck. No, I think that changes my mind on CEDH playable. Everybody shut the fuck up is much different. I thought it was just they shut the fuck up. I think that's still very, very good. Because you go 2 mana, skip your fucking turn, dickhead. Good luck. Okay. 2/5 that gets bigger for each other creature you control. That's gonna be a motherfucker in draft. This thing is like nothing in commander and is going to be Courage the Big Red Dickhead in draft. Okay, the Eagles are coming. Choose a creature you own. If you kick it, choose any number. Bounce them to your hand. At the beginning of the next upkeep, make a 4/4 with flying for each creature returned to your hand this way. That's insane. This isn't even like the Eagles are coming. This is like Bird Empreg, right? Because we're turning all our 1/1s into giant 4/4s. And it's instant. So it's not only protection for like your good non-token creatures. It's like, oh, you see all these dog shit 1/1s, 4/4s with flying. Fuck, man. Fuck. Fuck, man. Fuck. I'm dating a Birds player. God damn it. That's really good. All right, dog shit 1/1. Fuck yeah. The Mountain Kings return. We recruit. We reanimate. Put a counter on. That's not very bad. Or that's not very good, but it's not very bad. Queen of Dale. When an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, you recruit. Why on earth is that $50? That seems like nothing. That seems like garbage. This one I think is CEDH. That makes sense. Well, it's still first only. Like we get to, you could put it in another deck. Here's the real CEDH. I refuse to believe this. I refuse to believe this. The counter spell. I will make my strongest claim now. Bilbo's Gambit will be way fucking better than Queen of Dale. This does not even seem. This seems good, kind of, at best. If Tataru Taru sees CEDH play, this probably does. Tataru Taru is so much better than this card. Tataru Taru is so much fucking better than this card. Holy shit, we cannot be like. I'm trying to think of a good comparison. It's like if there was like a big star-studded movie and it was like, well, if they cast Robert Pattinson, they're probably going to cast my friend Tony Fucknob. They're casting everybody. If Force of Will sees CEDH play, cancel does too. Yeah. I mean, they're putting Force of Will. Like, they want counter spells. I don't know. I've been burned too many times by, and this is where I think I just don't know CEDH well enough to speak on it. But I've been burned so many times and seen people burned so many times by people just not playing into it. Now, like Queen of Dale is better than like Mystic Remora because I have seen so many Mystic Remoras draw 0 cards. That is most of what I'm basing this hate off of. Is I have seen so many people just go like, okay, we'll starve you out. Um, so this is a lot better than that because you don't have to keep paying for the upkeep. And it's not like it's still a good effect. It just doesn't seem. Is it possible to build a deck that doesn't need to draw cards? Well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you have at the point you're past like Orzov, you probably just have other things that are doing card draw. Like it's not like no deck would ever find this useful. It's that the CEDH decks are already playing like in the things that give them card advantage, they're already playing the 15 cards that can beat it. And so it's not it doesn't just seem like, "Oh my god, yeah, we're in white, we play this." Okay. We get some land drops. So this seems like very good in draft. You might even play it in some white decks if you're desperate. Removal spell, great. God damn, and more kindred corn syrup. Son of a bitch. And we have the adventure. Okay. At least that cost is a little bit prohibitive. Bobo Luckweaver, or Luckwearer. Unblockable. On damage you loot. And then for 5 mana, you can exchange control of 2 target non-land permanents that share a card type. That's very funny. That is very, very funny. That card is downright okay. Bilbo Thief in the Night. Spells cast from outside your hand cost 1 less. And then on attack, you can cast most types of non-creature spells from your graveyard. That's cute. That doesn't seem... This guy seems like a 99er rather than like a true commander, because a lot of the stuff you would do with him as commander is like mono blue control. Maybe you try to set up a foretell pile, which seems pretty not good. As much as I want to love the man. He is a 60 card. I think he's a commander card too. Whenever you activate an ability of a creature, draw a card. Triggers only once each turn. And then for 7 mana, we can flicker 2 non-land permanents and return them at next end step. This seems like it has to be broken. This seems like it has to be broken. I don't know how yet. I don't know how yet. Like, but Simic plus imagination has to be fucking evil. It might even work with just mono blue, because there's a lot of artifact mana dorks. Several zero cost to activate abilities too. Yeah, fuck, dude. Fuck, dude. This triggers only once each turn. Reads to me this was busted in playtesting. Yeah. They're really getting a lot of mileage out of this triggers only once each turn. They're doing a lot of stuff where it's like, yeah, this would cause a shift in the tectonic plates, and it would lead to global famine. We would have some earthquakes. There would be a nuclear winter. This would cause another Chernobyl. And then Gavin Verhey just walks in with a Sharpie and goes like, 1x turn. Print it! Another day hard at work. Man, man, how about you go fuck yourself? This makes me so mad. We don't need this. We don't need this, dude. Where's my once per turn on this shit? Adults are only supposed to get 1 land per turn anyway. Great Gilded Boat. $40 is crazy. Attack Recruit. That's solid. Lord of the Eagles. Costs X less where X is power of creatures with flying. That seems adorable, but you would never put it in the command zone, right? It's just like a big guy who's 2 mana. Yeah, it's Balta. Or Falta, depending if you want blue. No, it's not. It's not Birds for Z. It is not Birds for Z. You shut the fuck up. It is not. My girlfriend will not be hearing about the 8-8 bird with Flash. Okay? There will be no, we're streaming together on Tuesday. There will be no discussions of the 8-8 bird with Flash, or I need you guys to lock the fuck in. 598, thank you for the $10 Canadian. Welcome to Dog Heaven. This is what we call Yu-Gi-Oh card design, except we also invented the hard once per turn, where you're only allowed the effect from a card with that name once. We got to be like 2 years out from that in Magic. All right, +2/+0 for each graveyard with 7 or more cards in it. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, target player mills 3. That is adorable. Zephyr, thank you for catching yourself. Oh, hey, another, the 18th 4-mana flyer that gets a counter when you draw a card. Riddles in the Dark. I do like the ability to hand an opponent a pile of cards and go, riddle me this, dickhead. So it's just another factor fiction. I really like this being 3 mana. Factor or fictioner. Yeah, 3 mana, check 4, get at least 1. Dope. Sound the trumpets, counter a spell, and then okay, yeah, whatever. Draft counter spell. Then Thranduil's Decree, 6 mana counter spell, but if it's a permanent, you can permanent, you exile it. I think anything. Oh no, as long as it remains exiled. So if you counter a permanent spell, you get it. That's going in my VV deck yesterday. Because my VV deck loves to just leave all its mana up and use VV mana to do my turn. That's fucking awesome. I like that very much. Okay, Azog, destroy a creature. Its controller amasses X, where X is that creature's power. If you control that creature, draw a card. Okay, so this is like, I'm definitely killing my own thing, or I'm killing like your Esper Sentinel. All right, then we have Hand Rip. Very, very long sagas. We're getting a lot of like 4-step sagas. Absolutely tragic, rare to open for limited. I don't know if it's that bad to open for limited, honestly. Being able to draw a card and you don't go creature negative, or if you get rid of something with like a really good ability. I don't think you're like jumping up and down, but I don't think it's tragic. All right, we have modal removal, we have rehandimate, we have a riddle master. You choose odd or even. When they cast a spell that's odd or even, you put a counter on Golem, draw a card, everybody loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. Can you never refresh that? That's really bad if you can't refresh that. Because this reads to me like you can only get the 3 things, and then correct, the card is blank after. This is a mythic rare. This is a mythic rare. I would walk out of the pre-release or the draft if I if this was my. I get a 3/1 that's gonna go blank in like 2 turns. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, 4/2 due to the counter. 3/1 draw 1 is not bad. It's not bad. Mythic rares are supposed to be like Godzilla kaiju warning. Like mythic rare is supposed to be, I've played this and you can't answer this, and so now I'm going to rip you in half. I'm going to be like an angry 5-year-old trying to open Egos. And this is a mythic rare I could have mistaken for like an uncommon with too many words on it. Mythic rares being efficient but not unbeatable is so good for limited. So I would like that in the context of every mythic rare is like that. If we get to the next mythic rare, and the next mythic rare tears us in half like an angry 4-year-old with a package of Egos, then I'm going to be sad again because somebody's going to get this one, or somebody's going to get that one. I'm going to get this one. All right, another Golem. 2/2 can't block. ETB. Graveyard hate. Lose 2 life. 2, we can get it back. That's cute. Guaranteed damage. Master of Lake Town. Death Touch. Whenever somebody loses life, they mill that many cards. I love Mind Crank combos. On death, draw a card for each big graveyard. That's cool. Hell yeah. Captain Matt, yes, those are 2 different golems. They have different names. All right, we have a 1-mana 1/1 with Menace. It becomes a 3/3 if we have a big creature. Solid. Sackfield Bagginses, ETB, sack a creature or artifact, and we do kind of Sephiroth business. Fuck, dude. Fuck, we're getting Nadier's Nightblade text on a 2-drop. Okay, but we can't keep doing the draw card, make a treasure, because it's only on enter. Yeah. Notably, the important, the much more important half of Mirkwood Bats. All right, Supper for Spiders. Put onto the battlefield all creature cards in your opponent's graveyards. Put into the bat. Oh, fuck. Oh, that is steal everything I just board wiped. Oh wait, no, they're food artifacts. Okay, so they're not creatures anymore. I was like, why the fuck is that 2 mana? And it's 2 mana because they're bad now. Okay. That's cute. Yeah, we just we get them back as hot dogs. We don't get them back as creatures. Non-creature spell amass goblins. That's cute. I don't know if that's good enough to be like to go in any storm decks as a payoff, but that's pretty cute. New Age, you can. Okay, removal, mana. That's cute. Get +2/+0 for each mountain. When you attack with enough big stuff, you get an extra. Fuck me, dude. Tifa didn't need that. I don't think Tifa needed assistance like that. This seems like it'll be pretty good. Like any Gruul deck, any Naya deck that wants to go big is going to get to 12 power without a lot of difficulty. Desolation of Smog. Blow up every non-dragon creature and then float. So it's free if you are a dragon deck. Okay. Okay, fuck you, but alright. Alright, a Voltron target, sure. A non-creature spell. Oh, okay. +1/+1. And we have another storm outlet. And then we have a draw 2. That's really good. That's very okay. See, this is the next mythic rare. Let's compare this dumb son of a bitch to Golem. That's pretty fucking hot. That's pretty fucking hot. I think this guy rips Golem in half. But he costs 3, not 2. He costs 50% more. Then we have a 6 mana Gandalf that can deal 3 divided among stuff. That's super fine. Last Light of Durin's Day. When a mountain you control enters, put a quest counter on it. If it has 6 or more quest counters, sack it, and then get a dragon onto the battlefield. Very cute. It really seems like red in limited wants you to be all in on red. Or like at most you can be 2 colors. But this is like if you pick this in limited, you have to be mono red. Because if you're not mono red, you're never like you might not even get to 6 lands. You're never getting to 6 mountains. It is genuinely impossible. Misty Mountains make a treasure. Then if you control 4 or more, sack it to make a dragon. Oh yeah. Yeah, mono red dragons is definitely going to be a thing. Good Shy, we're not going to be looking at any leaks. We're only going to be looking at official spoilers. We saw this guy. Okay, Smaug the Magnificent. Placed on attack, deal damage equal to treasures you control to any target. Upkeep, make a treasure. That's really, we can, every mythic is better than Golem. Holy fuck. That's crazy good. That's both, so it's ramp. It's really good, like, creature removal, I think, both in limited and in commander. And you can shoot face. That's fucked. Okay, Thorin Mountain King. On ETB, attach any number of target equipment to a creature you control. When one or more equipment becomes tapped to a creature this way, that creature deals damage equal to its power to one target creature. I hate knife Roombas, dude. And for my next trick, we've magnetized Bartholomew and loaded him into a trebuchet. Fuck you. God damn it. God damn it, dude. I just want my commander to live a rotation. Why is fucking short Magneto here? Drone warfare has gone too far. Oh, true. Alright, Gollum is beating Thorin. So far, Gollum is no longer the worst. Gollum is much better than this Thorin. What the fuck is this guy? Beorn the Fierce. 5 mana 6/6. Trample other bears, get +2/+2. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a trample counter on up to one target creature you control. It becomes a bear in addition to its other types. Then if you control 3 or more bears, draw 2 cards. Guys, I know I talk a lot of shit about green. I'm building this deck. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's the coolest thing ever. That's so sick. This is my bear deck. This is my bear deck, I say. Playing Llanowar Elves. Don't worry. He's gay and he's on a dirty bulk. It's gonna get there. I'm just gonna draw 3 real quick. Yeah, this is not dinosaur. That Galt is hairy. That's fucking awesome. Beorn's Hospitality. I think we saw this one. Counters on landfall. Down in the valley. Land hand. Makes a land fall. Make a 1/1 elf. Elves get +1/+0 in vigilance. I don't think that's quite good enough for commander players to play it. Like, just to go for the landfall on 2. It's cute for limited, though, right? It's going to make you a body. It's going to make you a land drop. If you're really in on elves, it'll be better. Then there's Galleon, who we saw. Heart in Friendship. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, reveal from the top till you hit a creature. If its mana value is less than or equal to the number of lands you control, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, goes to hand. That's fucking evil. I'm immediately thinking of, like, green-black, right? Oh, once per turn. Once per turn is rough. I think that'll be harder to balance than people think. If it wasn't once per turn, that would be crazy. Henzy's okay, right? Like, the problem is it's really, really expensive. You have to basically skip a turn in Henzy to play this, which is hard. For, like, bracket 2 decks, it's going to be incredible. Okay, 8 mana, something fucked up's gonna happen. Sorcery, look at the top 20 cards of your library. Put any number of land cards from among them onto the battlefield. Tap, then shuffle. You gain 8 life. Why? 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 Is that broken? No, it's 8 mana in green. 8 mana in green. You get to do whatever the fuck you want. But why is what they want always annoy the shit out of me? Why can there never? Why can there? Why can we never? Why can there never be anything that's different than make me want to shit in anger? A lot of lands. Hell yeah, Wood Elves. Bard, King of Dale. If you would draw a card, except for the first one you draw in your draw steps, draw two instead. And then it's also a token dump. They really ran out of ideas for this guy. Design, design team, what do we do? We've already printed so many token doublers. We've already printed so many draw doublers. And some guy was just like looking and had like a beautiful mind moment. And they just circled draw doubler and token doubler, or like drew a big plus sign in between the two of them. Oh yeah, great card. Great card, no notes. Ooh. Draw your second card each turn, +1/+1 counter, and it gains lifelink. That seems pretty decent. But he's meant to work with Recruit, and work with Recruit he does. We saw Bard's Company. There's Bifer. Story. To be control 3 or more artifacts, legendaries, and or sagas, have an enduring story. So it's kind of like City's Blessing. ETB or attack, put a counter on something. If you have an enduring story, you get to double Dwarf triggers. Cute. Not seem, yeah, uncommon for sure. Bolg. ETB, you can sack a creature. When you do, Bolg deals damage equal to that power to another creature. If excess damage was dealt that way, amass Goblins X. Very cute, not very good. Whenever you attack while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Fucked up that he's a 3/3, but sure. Yeah. And uncommon if he was a 4/4. I think that would make me very angry. Chief Warg's Company, a 3-mana 5/3. Can't attack unless you control 2 or more other wolves. At the beginning of your upkeep, make a 2/2 green wolf creature token. That's diabolical. Oh, but it can still block. Yeah, that's... Yeah, you drop this on turn 3. I'm eating the rest of my cards. I'm shaking your hand. I'm shaking your hand. I'm eating the rest of my cards. I'm going to go throw up in the bathroom. Coughing Golem Baby versus Hydrogen Warg. That's really the situation this is putting us in. That's fucked. Great Goblin. When you put counters on a Goblin Orker army, deal 2 damage to an opponent. When a Goblin Orker army dies, Impulse Draw. Totally fine. Totally fine. Sylvan Reveler. When that's fucked. Isn't Sylvan normally with a Y? Are they trying not to like step on a different fantasy property with that? Because I've seen Sylvan over and over and over again, and it's always SYL. Whatever. ETB. Draw, and that is Shadowheart. Draw a card, discard. If you discard a land, put it from your graveyard onto the battlefield. Tapped, so just a ramp spell. And then landfall, you can pay 3 to bring this from graveyard to hand. That seems very useful. Thorin Oakenshield. Bro has trample, and enduring story. Artifacts and creatures have ward 1. Very normal. Very neat. I like that Dwarf Kindred's going to be a thing. That's very, very cute. Short, hairy dude solidarity. Okay, and then we need to do... I'm going to blow your guys' ears out for a moment. We have to do a quick mic swap because Z is going to be streaming. Z's going to be going live right before I end, and we're going to raid into them. And they need their mic back because I've been borrowing it. All right, properties. Is this mic working? Is there static?
Yes, I should have asked. Yes, no, no. Okay, good. We can't hear you. Olaf, you did not lie quickly enough. All good. Great. Then I'm going to pass this mic off to Z. I'm going to go use the bathroom because so many of you chuckle fucks have been having me drink water. And then we're going to be right back with more Hobbit. Twitch chat, enjoy an ad break. It's further away. I will up it a little bit. Yeah. Okay. We'll be right back, gang. All right. Klausert, thank you very much for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Damn, bro, you frying chicken in there? I get active, okay? There's a lot of liquid in my body. Fitz Yordle, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. Okay, Thranduil, the Elven King. Thranduil has all activated abilities of all elf cards in your graveyard, so that's probably going to be this creature has 8 lines of text that say tap to make 1 green mana, and then 1 line of text that activates an infinite combo. Beautiful. Whenever another legendary elf you control enters, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Legendary elves is a little bit interesting. That's a little bit cool. I almost never see any. I don't think I've ever seen a thing for legendary elves. It's a goddamn shame this is going to be a fucking combo pile, though. Sauron, thank you for the Prime sub for the 9th month in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. Bert William. Sack a creature, draw cards equal to their power, then discard a card. When they die, if they were a creature, return them to the battlefield. They're an artifact. Okay. I'm normally a green hater. We all gotta lock in. This is where you play Babytron. Somebody was asking earlier in the stream, what is a commander I use when I want to go 1 mana ramp on turn 1 like Llanowar Elves, and then 3 mana ramp or 2 mana ramp on turn 2? It's shit like this. Because then you can play your commander on turn 3, and every turn after that, I play the biggest, craziest thing ever, get something out of them, sacrifice them, move on. Right? Where your commander doesn't really matter, is kind of just setting up draw or interaction or something like boring and normal. That's where you Babytron, and then just play every dog shit 8 mana creature you can find. The Arkenstone. I think I'd seen this one before. We have a 3 mana sorcery to search for a legendary creature, then shuffle, and then 5 mana for a banner and end step draw a card. That's cute. That's like super good bracket 2 card. Monarchs. That's like a dope bracket 2 card. I think bracket 3, you got to be doing some very specific stuff for it to be good. That's fine. I think that's good commander design. Oh, we have my precious. We sack a creature to draw 2 for Allure of Power, and then equipped creature has hexproof and can't be blocked. That's kind of the perfect combo for Voltron players, right? Voltron players are always looking for hexproof, always looking for unblockability, and I don't think they've ever gotten it on one card before. So anybody who has Voltron Justin, Indestructible Justin, with their 27 fucking equipments in the deck, your life just got a lot worse. Whisper Silk Cloak at home. Shroud versus Hexproof is quite an upgrade. Shroud versus Hexproof is very, very different and is much, much better. Yeah, you do have to be in black, though. Orcrist Gobcleaver. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, has trample. When equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, choose a creature type. Create a treasure token for each creature you control of that type. Super mid. Hell yeah. Sting, more equipments. On ETB, put a hone counter on Sting for each creature target opponent controls. Attach Sting to a creature you control, and each hone counter grants +1/+0. I have a go wide girlfriend. I love this card. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, the Lonely Mountain. We can make a dwarf. Okay, cute. Might actually be fucked in draft just because it's a land that can make bodies over and over, but it's 6 mana to make the body. Oh, and it's fetchable. The really interesting card. Lots of abilities on this. It's such a complicated card that they don't even print any of the text, because if they printed any of the text, it would be like you just wouldn't even be able to read it. So this is a blank card. You can play one of these per turn. You can tap it like a creature, but it doesn't have summoning sickness, which is honestly just really, really fucked up. I don't know why they've given this to white and they haven't ever given it to any of the other colors. Like it seems like one of those things where you would want to do a cycle of them. But it can make you mana. Yeah, it's like Llanowar Elves, but better. It's like Llanowar Elves with haste. It can't be hit with Lightning Bolt. It can't be removed. This is a very, very cool way, a very cool direction to take the game. The only thing I'm mad about is that they're not giving it to any of the other colors. Holy fuck. Blue needed it. Really good bit. Doing my best. What are we talking about? I was pretending that lands had never been printed before. I was working on my improv. All right, let me live. I approve of the O-face. Please never call it that again. My lord. My word. Good golly gosh. I need you to shut the fuck up forever. Northern Wolf, I'm pretty sure you're mistaken. Can we get your thoughts on the scene box cards as well? Yes. Can you help me? Where do I find the scene box cards? Is that a different set? Do I have to find them on a different site? Are they not up on Scryfall yet? Also, Rogue Knight, thank you so much. Rogue Ninth, thank you so much for the Prime sub for the 3rd month in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. And the Life of Shade, thank you for the 13 months at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. HOC. Okay, so it's the Commander one. These are... Oh no, these are new, right? Oh no. So some are new and some aren't. I feel like I've not seen... I don't think I've seen this Sauron before. Oh, those are box topper reprints. Okay. Damn, these do look pretty. Palantir of Orthanc reprint is great. Sauron's old, it just sucks. My fault. Damn. Are you asking for my thoughts on the reprints, or are there new cards included in this? That Flame of Anor card goes hard. The art does go so hard that I might play this terrible, terrible bad cards. There are new cards. Okay. This looks new. Oh, ad is first printing. Thank you. 12 cards. Okay. Smaug the Impenetrable. 7 mana, flying indestructible haste. Whenever Smaug is dealt non-combat damage, make that many treasure tokens. Wow. Okay. The most terrible news. The most annoying deck builder you've ever met just got a new combo. Yeah, it goes like Pyrohemia, Pestilence, whatever, like the least interesting cards in all of Magic. Um, you know what I want to believe in? I want to believe in the power of the community and that nobody's actually going to be running like Pyrohemia Pestilence, and instead it's just going to be like, hey, I make 20 treasures, get at me, because that's funny. I shove a nuclear bomb inside my commander's asshole and he makes me infinite money, or like near infinite money. Way funnier than just I board wipe forever. That's awesome. Yeah, Smaug the Bitcoin Bandit. Oh wait, Dawnsire? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, we got something to work with. But everybody put the infinite combo down. We are laser beaming Smaug. That is the only acceptable combo. I make 100 money. I have 100 money. How much do you have, brokey? Okay, Dragon Cursed Halls. On damage, make a treasure. That's kind of fire. That's a little bit fire. Bilbo that makes a food. Go to full. Oh, no. It's half of manufacture. If you would make a food and treasure. I mean, the food players don't fucking need that. That's quite good. Add red for each artifact your opponents control. Doesn't seem that good, but pretty flavorful and pretty cute. Could be very good. Bag and Banquet. Okay, so the food players now have infinite money. Okay, they already had enough because they were in green. Now the food players have Bilbo. They have this. When a food, if you ever see a food player worried about how to tap mana, they just have it. They just have it. Don't waste anybody's time. Feely and Killy. Pretty good mana dork for dwarves and equipments. That's cute. Jeskai Gandalf. Beginning of combat. You can cast an instant or sorcery with mana value X or less without paying its mana cost, where X is twice the number of legendary wizards you control. How good is that? Hold on. Hold on. How good is that going to be? So we need type wizard is legendary commander Jeskai. How many can we play? Is legendary is not a thing. Hold on. Is that in type? 573. By golly, I dare say I could ruin at least 10 commander games with that man. That's going to be fun. We're building that one. Only 600. Yeah. Oh, but they're doing different printings. Hold on. Is unique? Maybe if I spelled it right. 79, and one of them's Go-Go. Yeah, we're good. We're still going to play this. Necklace of Girion. Whenever you cast a green spell and whenever a forest you control enters but a counter on target creature you control, did we need both? Respectfully, did we need, and it makes mana. Did we need all three of those? Like, it could, I feel, I'm not happy. Sem Pappy, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home, my friend. I appreciate those Bezos bucks. Ori Plate Stacker on ETB. Destroy all artifacts and enchantments your opponents control. You gain 1 life for each permanent destroyed this way. Very cute. Pretty expensive, but very cute. Yeah, bro. Ori is hungry. Thorin, whenever he or another dwarf enters, make a treasure. Other dwarves get +1/+0 for each artifact token you control. That's gonna be fucked. That is that is gonna be fucking evil. We're so like I'm trying to imagine how quickly somebody can beat you to death in a Wall Street cocaine party, right? Because they make like 3 treasures. Every dwarf has +3/+0. They're trying so hard to give red Craterhoof in aggregate. We do this, right? We do Dwarf Kindred, and then we cast the shittiest spells ever. Okay, Long Lost Lances. Equipped creature gets +2/+0. During your turn, creatures you control that are equipped have first strike and vigilance. Okay, so we're getting more for battle line. We're getting more for like, I have, 3 creatures that are equipped. I have 4 creatures that are equipped. I enjoy that. And then we can steal an artifact from each player. That's fine. This one is the one that strikes me as like the most not good. All of these others, they have a pretty good use case, but this is 1 mana cheaper than Blatant Thievery to be way more restrictive. All right, it's 1 mana cheaper, and we only get artifacts. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Should have been instant speed. I'll say it. We deserved it. You guys got the mana rock that landfalls and has a cast trigger. We already are getting a downgraded version of the existing spell. It should be instant speed. Boss, look up Crater Claw Colossus. Been a great stream. See you guys later. Just gonna be down here. Son of a bitch! I hate it here. That's funny though. This is Reality Fracture? Hell yeah. That's really beautiful to hear. So about the band thing, this is what about Kellen the Kid airbending? What if I counter my own Emrakul the World anew? What if I wear a green, white, and blue clown wig to throw off the sniper? I'm still gonna get you, dog. Stepped off his step stool 5'9". I'm 6'6". Good lord. And then is Z live yet? Z is live. That is going to be it for the day. We're going to raid into my girlfriend. We're going to hit them. They went live just a bit ago, you dumb son of a bitch, Tomu. Yes, Gucci, I do think Thorin's going to take over. Might even take over Magda for casual. Like, Magda's the competitive one. Thorin's going to be the we're playing bracket 2, bracket 3 one. So we're going to raid Z. We will be live again tomorrow with Comedian, doing a ranking of different anime protagonists as CEDH players, as well as assigning them what deck they would play. I hope to see you all there at noon Pacific. Thank you all for being here, and please remember to stay toxic. The other streams we'll be doing this week include Return to the Pokemon Nuzlocke, deck roasting, more deck roasting, and I will think of something else interesting. Thank you all for being here. YouTube, that's just going to be it for us, but I will see you tomorrow.